quarterback. Oh, it's inside for the touchdown. How about that? All wide open. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown. An awesome play, and he's still going. We are FastPlaySports.
Their administrator, Superintendent Scott Handan.
Welcome to another week of high school football here on Football Night, presented by FastPlaySports. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn. And for the second week in a row, we've got a North Central Conference matchup. This time, the McCutcheon Mavericks coming to town looking for their first win of the season. Both teams looking for their first conference win of this season. We're going to take a quick break down both teams. We'll be right back. You're watching Football Night on FastPlaySports. I just knew everybody up here got quiet. It was like, oh.
Welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
My father's father had two brothers and a sister. His older sister, Hazel, had married a man named Jim Yunker, and he was involved in the bottling business early on, as early as 1906 in Indianapolis, and he sold flavors. He would have had grape, cream soda, blood orange, ginger ale. In 1915, he got the franchise for Coca-Cola in Indianapolis. So then we fast forward 20 years later to 1935, Jim Yunker approached my grandfather and his two brothers and said the franchises in Kokomo, Logansport, and Peru are available for sale, and you guys want this. Trust me, you want to get in the Coca-Cola business.
Welcome back to Walter Cross Field for a beautiful Friday night football. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn. McCutcheon set to take on the Wildcats, fourth week in a row here at Walter Cross Field. McCutcheon searching for its first win of the season. Kokomo looking for its second win of the season, falling to Marion last week in an absolutely weird, probably the weirdest football game we've ever seen. 2 scores the entire game within the first 90 seconds of the game, nothing the rest.
Yeah, that was the thing. I actually was in Florida watching, and I got on about 3 minutes into it, and I was like, 7-6 already. Okay, this is going to be a high-scoring game. And it wasn't a bad game, but man, defense just stepped up that night, I guess. I mean, offense had some fumbles, and it could have been defensive calls. However, I will say there was a fumble down towards the end that was not a fumble. And I heard you say you were going to talk to the referee about that one. I don't know if you did or not. But
I didn't discuss it with them, but they did take another look at it, and that's just one of those things.
Yeah, it is.
If you have replay at the high school level, you may have caught something like that, but you got to go with what the call is on the field. Regardless, Kokomo comes out with a loss. Let's talk a little bit about this McCutcheon team. A lot of people watching this program probably not familiar with this MAV team. This will be the 11th matchup between these two schools in their history. Starting in 2013, McCutcheon 7 wins to Kokomo's 3. Last season, these two teams facing off twice under a Richard Benberry coach Kokomo team, and McCutcheon coming out dominating both of those matchups. Do you expect to see that same thing here tonight?
Absolutely not. And I tell you, here's the thing for McCutcheon going into it. Last week, they got shellacked. So, to them, they were probably slobbering to see, okay, we got Kokomo coming up. We handed it to them last year. And, this is one of those games after you get beat so badly, like last week from McCutcheon, that you want this bounce back game. Unfortunately for them, Kokomo is a completely different team from last year. And, one thing I had said in one of the earlier games, Kokomo is playing the right guys in the right spots now. And they've got some really, really good runners where they need them. They've got the blockers where they need them to be. And really, probably the most, I guess, stable quarterback they've had in a couple years. Last year, the quarterback, you had Beignet, who was the exchange student, and he ended up going with Cole Beard for part of the season. And so, this year that position is a lot more stabilized, and the kids know this is our quarterback, and that stuff makes a difference mentally, physically, and you see it in their play.
Well, Kokomo last week didn't give up a single touchdown to Marion outside of that 96-yard kickoff return to start the game. So the defense played very well. And this is a McCutcheon team that has struggled to put points on the board all season. One score this entire year. That came against Guerin Catholic week 1. Ended up losing 14-7 in that game, but then took on a West Lafayette team. That's always a solid program, probably led by Yanni Karloftis, a guy that's probably going to be playing at Purdue. He's a stud. And then Lafayette, Jeff, that's a 6A powerhouse in Lafayette. That's the cream of the crop.
Yeah, and I think Kokomo has them next week, right? Yeah, so
they do.
This will be a good test for Kokomo to see where they're at next week. Defensively, like you said, for Kokomo, the two guys you're going to watch for, Miles Lenore, Tashai Stewart. Those two guys are the leaders of this team. Miles is no bigger than, I don't know, he's not a big kid, but that dude plays 10 times bigger than what he is. He plays linebacker on defense, and he's a lineman on offense, and goes out there and does his job. And I'm telling you, the kid is as tough as they come. Tashai Stewart, I don't know if you know this or not, he has played in a football invitational 2 years in a row down in Dallas, Texas at AT&T Stadium. And both games he's had interceptions. One was for a touchdown return, and one was just an interception. And, he's already had a few interceptions this year for Kokomo. So those two guys, I'm telling you, defensively, Stewart, Lenore, those two guys are the go-to guys for the defense.
Tashai Stewart also adding a nice change of pace type back, or for the wing back. Yeah. He comes in and runs the ball various times throughout the game, so we'll expect to see that tonight. Yeah, but he's a good change of pace. When you talk about Kokomo's two wings, you throw him in there, and he runs the ball hard considering he's going both ways. Kokomo, 3 guys we're going to see going both ways tonight. McCutcheon, nobody going both ways, so we'll see if that plays a factor in the game at all when it comes down to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think that was a big factor for the game against Plymouth that Kokomo won. Plymouth's quarterback, he was one of the top guys in the state. He was actually a top receiver in the state the year before, took over quarterback role, and he also was on the defensive side of the ball. And so he never took a break, and they relied on him to pretty much run the ball and get the offense. And I'm telling you, the guy, his second game of the season, he was beat up and he was tired, and that played into Kokomo's favor. Talking about Tashai going to the offensive, like I said a minute ago, he's putting the right guys in the right spots. I noticed last week Noah Wainscott was back as a receiver, leading receiver last year for Kokomo. He reminds me of like a Edelman, Amendola type of player. Real fast, tough-nosed kid, and he can catch the ball, and he wants nothing more than to hit those big plays too. So seeing him back, his first game back was the second game. He didn't play receiver. He just played defensive back. third game, he played receiver and I believe defensive back as well. And then, so tonight, I mean, if he's played on both sides of the ball as well, look for him to get some offensive touches and some passes. He is a player.
On McCutcheon's side of the ball, a couple of players you might want to look out for. Joshua Garcia, second in the NCC in pass receiving yards. Not listed on the starters or backups, but he's a guy that's come in and he's got 9 receptions, 121 yards through the air. Also, I'm going to have my eyes on Leighton McGovern-Gibbs, a huge target for this McCutcheon team. He's 6'4", 210 pounds. And he scored in the second quarter against Guerin Catholic on a catch that covered 83 yards. So you talk about that size, running up the field 83 yards away for a score. That's kind of scary. I hope Kokomo secondary is ready to go.
Yeah, and I think that was one of the earlier problems they had this season was with the running backs. And I mean, the Western game, Paget, man, that dude was just a freight train. He just ran over people. And, with this McCutcheon with that size, I mean, Kokomo's got to take out the legs. They've got to stop the runners from running. And you don't want to arm tackle those big boys, I'm telling you.
This McCutcheon team does not average over 100 yards rushing or passing on the season, so we'll see if Kokomo's defense can play 2 weeks well in a row. I know they lost last week, but they did play very well. We were talking about how many times Marion was starting deep inside Kokomo territory, and the defense just stepped up and didn't allow a score.
Well, this is their 4th game. The first 3 games, they started off in the hole. Western, Plymouth came out and scored right away, and then last week with the kickoff return. So they don't want to start off in the hole. They don't want to give McCutcheon that momentum to start this game because they've only had 1 touchdown all season. And if they can come down here and march the ball down the field and score against Kokomo, that might get that momentum going in their favor, and then you've got a really tough uphill battle to go there.
Oh, captains are at midfield. We're waiting for the coin toss here. It looks like Kokomo won the toss. They defer to the second half, and they're going to kick it away. So McCutcheon will receive to start this game. We've got about 2 minutes until kickoff. We'll step away for a quick commercial break. We'll bring you the start of the game. When we come back, you're watching Football Night here on Fast Play Sports.
Your official.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome back to Walter Cross Field. You're watching Football Night here on Fast Play Sports. A beautiful Friday night, perfect for some football. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn. Kokomo kicking away to start this game. Last week, losing to Marion, kicked it off to start the game as well, and they gave up a 96-yard touchdown return to one of the fastest kids I've seen at the high school level. There is a solid returner for this McCutcheon team. Jaden Lawrence leads the NCC with 26.7 yards on average. He's had 3 kickoff returns this year. We'll see if Kokomo kicks it his way. He's number 13 to the top right of your screen when the camera pans that way. And we are underway here at Walter Cross Field. A little squib kick over the top field.
Oh, they might get that.
It looks like it's loose. Kokomo may have that ball. We'll see the official ruling here, and it looks like it'll be with McCutcheon still, but that nearly was a great kick by Kokomo right there to start things off.
Well, I guess that's one way to make sure they don't run it back. Yeah, Wayne Scott's out there as the safety, it looks like.
Down by number 40, Jaden Shackelford.
Watch 21 and 51.
37.
So McCutcheon's been shuffling
57.
quarterbacks in left and right this season. It's going to be Ethan Smith to start things off, the 5'11 sophomore. So 2 sophomores starting a quarterback in this game here tonight. Handoff goes inside, and he's going to be wrapped up immediately. No gain on that play. And we'll call 57, credit him with that tackle.
It's Lenore.
Miles Lenore just not missing a beat. He's everywhere.
He is. Get ready to say his name a lot. That is the nephew to J.C. Barnett, another former Kokomo great.
This entire offensive line from McCutcheon, all seniors.
Second down and 10 here. Swing pass out to the right.
Nowhere. Nice tackle.
That's a great open field tackle there by Tashai Stewart, a guy you were talking about in the pregame a lot.
2 plays, who hit him? Lenore and Stewart. I'm telling you, those 2 guys all night long.
Tyrese Tucker also had a heck of a game last week against Marion. Another name you're going to see a lot, number 23 on the line.
Let me just say this. I know Tashai very well. He's a great kid. One of my favorite kids. I've had him in class. I've had him in sports. He lives right over there by Maple Crest School all summer long during the whole COVID. He was over there running through cones with his dad and practicing and getting better. I'm telling you, this kid wants it, and he wants it bad.
In the shot.
They got him. They're chasing him down, and he's wrapped up.
And that's going to be a sack by Kokomo. 3rd sack of the season for the Wildcats, and that's 81 with the tackle, Tyler Hale. Or sorry, wrong. That is John Curl. John Curl also a heck of a game last week. It seemed like every play on defense, we were saying Tyrese Tucker, John Curl, Tashai Stewart, Miles Lenore. Those 4 guys are anchors on this defense.
And that was a huge defensive series. Huge. There's Curl right here. Look at him. He was slobbering.
That's a one-hand tackle right there.
23, McCutcheon.
You have Deshaun.
Bad snap.
It's going to be end over end. It's going to bounce at about the 40. Takes a good bounce for the Wildcats out of bounds, and Kokomo starts on McCutcheon's side of the field here for their first possession of this game. 9:53 left to play in the first as Kokomo takes a first crack at it here.
Yeah, they've got to be happy with this position. Here's the kick.
41-yard line.
I was afraid it was more in the center, and they were going to get accidentally touch it there.
Kokomo scoring on their first possession last week, starting things out, packed in tight, double tight wing T.
There's Torian.
Torian Smith to the left side. That's going to be a good gain of about 3 yards, and that's what the Kokomo offense does to you. Slowly but surely moves the ball up the field. If they got to go for it on 4th and short, they will, but positive yards on first down especially. That's something they struggled with last week.
Yeah, for sure. And the other big thing with this is they get that running game going. You've got a great quarterback with a great arm, and you've got some guys that can catch the ball. So
a new face in for the Wildcats at the fullback position. We've seen Mitchell Van Horn, Shane Spear running that fullback position so far this year. That's Tyrese Tucker to start things out for the Cats in that position. Here is another good game. That's going to be good enough for a first down. Or it'll be close. Yeah, we'll see. They'll move the chains on here. 2 plays and a first down for the Wildcats. That's pretty efficient.
7 on the play.
Yeah, you can ask for more than this. And I believe the rankings have this as a close game, 21-20. A Kokomo win. So
the John Harrell's website. Tell you what, last week he couldn't have been more wrong with that prediction.
No.
It was supposed to be an absolute blowout in Marion's favor, and it ended up a 7-6 Marion victory.
Well, if this game continues at the rate that it's going right now, it could be a blowout in Kokomo's favor.
Run to the right side.
He might have picked up 2 forward progress. Let's see.
But again, positive yards.
About 3. Yeah.
Not too bad. Second down and 7 to go here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's what you want. Just keep chipping away and get your yards, and eventually you're going to get to the end zone. And we talked about this, and you played with Colby, right? For Colby.
Yep.
So why does he have the quarterback come over to get the play? Is there a reason for that, or? I mean, I just think there's Spear.
I think it allows Shane Spear going for a couple positive yards right there. That's probably a gain of 5, and that's going to bring 3rd down and short. I think more than anything, it allows you to verbally communicate the play so you don't have to hide signals. You have hand signals. You don't have to you don't allow that room for miscommunication. If you're giving hand signals and you've got a bunch of different, you got a wristband or something on, something like that.
Well, it'll keep you in shape.
That's pretty simple. And Barker's a guy that's not going to go both ways. I mean, that's his only job right here. And there's not a lot of running involved when you're packed in this tight. I mean, he's got to block, pitch, sometimes pass.
I just didn't know if there was a purpose that he might have got the first.
And they're going to say should be good enough for the first. The chains start to move. So 2 consecutive first downs by the Wildcats, and the clock continues to roll.
And you can't ask for any better than this right now.
First and 10, Kokomo.
Ples Lawrence had some trouble holding on to the football so far this season.
Yeah.
There was one possession last week where Kokomo was really rolling, and he coughed it up and kind of killed it, but
yeah, I can't tell you what I was saying while I was watching this on FastPlaySports myself. So, but I was.
There's Lawrence in motion. That's going to be a handoff to Spear inside, and he's going to be brought down. No gain on that play. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter of Walter Cross Field.
Let me tell you, Spear is one of those, if he can get out in the open, that dude is deceptively fast. For as big as he is, when I coached him in basketball, you'll hear me say that probably a lot tonight because I coach most of these guys in basketball. And that kid, it looked like he was jogging down the court. And I'm like, run! But nobody was catching him. And so I'm like, I guess keep moving. It was just like a deceptively fast speed. And he reminds me of Marcel Kenner that used to play for the Wildcats. And that dude was a big guy.
He's kind of built like Marcel Kenner.
He is.
Thick. Here's Barker rolling out to his left. Defense right in his face, and that's going to be a sack and a loss of 10 yards on that play.
Yeah, there's some sort of breakdown there. Here's the replay of it. Thought we had the Coca-Cola refresh replay for a minute. I saw the sign.
Lost a 9 on the play.
Working out some kinks here. There he is rolling out to his left.
He came in untouched. JT Lair, he came in untouched, man. No even.
Kokomo has a variation of the wing T where they've got 2 guys wide. And that's what they're going with here. Ples Lawrence lined up to Barker's left. Barker in the shotgun. 2-step drop. Barker throws a duck. That's going to be picked off. McCutcheon's ball. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
That's not what they wanted to see.
That play just broken up very quick right there. I mean,
and here's the thing. I think that play would have worked had he not been pressured and hit, because he was hit right as he was throwing, and that caused that pass to be maybe just enough of a duck.
If he gets another second of protection right there, I think he gets his feet set underneath.
Yeah, because right behind him, I think it was Wayne Scott behind. He was behind the defender, so he had him open. So let's see what they do. Smart play by McCutcheon.
Mavs drawing the Cats offside on that play. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
And this right here is where Kokomo needs to look back at themselves and make sure they don't mentally get out of this game. For years, I say we as a Kokomo have had that tendency to make some mistakes, and then mentally it just gets worse and compounds on everything else. So they got to keep their head on.
Handoff inside. It's going to be a positive gain, but brought down short of the first down mark. It'll be 2nd and short coming up.
Brad Canyon, the ball carrier.
Yeah, that might have been their biggest gain of the game so far.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down.
50 seconds to go here in the opening quarter of play. McCutcheon 0-3. They're facing 3 top 6 ranked teams to start their season. Kokomo 1-2.
Brad Gainan at the tailback position for the Mavs. And that's going to be a pitch to him to the left side, and that should be just short of the first down marker. So 3rd down and about a foot to go for the Mavs, as we go under 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Let's see if they get another hard count on them and try to draw them off. I didn't see who got that tackle, but that was a big save right there in that spot.
No gain on the play. Third down.
Try the hard count.
Yeah, they tried
Kokomo
it.
doing a good job of not drawing offside there. That one going to Gagnon again inside, and that'll be good enough for a first down. So the chains will move here, and McCutcheon making their way towards midfield.
I do think that's a huge deal what you just said there on third and short. I think we have, the way that we play, a far bigger advantage on those plays. I mean, that ball,
These teams are pretty similar. 65 players on McCutcheon's roster. They've got 19 seniors, 20 juniors, 25 sophomores, only one freshman. Kokomo, 17 seniors, 14 juniors, 13 sophomores. And this is one thing, 19 freshmen.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to see.
Yeah, and you know, even if they don't get in the game, they're getting the experience. They're seeing what the older guys are doing. They're listening to the halftime talks. And then, you know what? They're coming out and playing well on Saturday mornings and getting some W's. I think they're 2-1 right now, where Kokomo's 1-2.
Gagnon again with a nice chunk on first down. That's a pickup of about 7 yards. It's going to bring up second down and 4.
played 3 games now. I mean, I think they've got to grind things out with hopefully some good defense and then just field position and control the clock.
Gagnon comes in averaging about 84 yards a game, about 4 yards a carry.
Smith in the shotgun still, man in motion. And that's going to be a false start. No, they're going to call that on Kokomo.
Oh,
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Cats, and that'll probably get good enough for a first down. McCutcheon moving the ball. That's going to push him
and the chains
to midfield.
They didn't let the play. See, most of the time you see them continue to play out.
I may have spoken too soon for Kokomo.
After the penalty, the ball spot on the
But, you know, I mean, here's the thing. Kokomo had
first and 10 McCutcheon.
the 2 pass plays. That's what they're going to have to fix, obviously, because the running game is working. So now defensively, they just need another series like they had that first round, and they'll be all right.
It's going to be a handoff to the wide side. He's getting out there.
There's a hold out there, yeah.
A hold. They're going to call that on 86 of McCutcheon. That's Landon Summers. And this one will go back.
Flag on the play.
Spot foul.
I would almost decline it.
He didn't gain. What did they give him a gain on the play at all? I think you got to back it up and take the yards here.
Yeah.
So it'll be a replay of first down here.
I thought maybe he only had a yard, but
That bodes well for Kokomo in the future, despite the heavy of senior starters.
now
10-yard penalty backs McCutcheon way up. First down and forever. And this is a big play for Kokomo's defense.
The penalty, the ball spot on the 35-yard line. First
they
down.
definitely need to get 2 stops here.
Under 2.5 to play in the first quarter left.
Back at their own 35, so they're getting close to midfield. Penalty sets them backwards. We have just 2 minutes.
I like the play calling over there of McCutcheon. You see them with their signs they're holding up.
They have any funny ones?
I saw a star and a trapezoid. I think it was. Oh, there's a pass out.
Swing pass to the left,
and
brought down immediately by Tashai Stewart. No, that's
27. That's Jaden Lee,
5'10" senior.
Garcia.
And that was Josh Garcia on the reception, that 5'10", 160-pound senior.
It might have been 21.
Loss of a yard on the play.
27. All right. That was my number one.
There was a couple, I forget, it was Marion or Western's uniforms. You could not see the numbers on them at all. They had a weird font. I was having trouble all game long.
Oh, get back.
Not too bad tonight. And McCutcheon drawing Kokomo offside, so they'll gain 5 yards on that. But it's still going to be second down and a very long way to go. You got to assume this is probably a passing opportunity for
You know who that was? I believe that was, oh, no, that was Travell.
After the penalty, the ball spotted on the 39.
Tyrese Tucker.
Make them drive the entire field and put points on the board.
You gotta love the excitement, though. They're excited. They want to get back there.
Tucker's also a guy that hasn't gone both ways so far this season, so it might be
There's a pass. What they got?
Pass completed to Garcia. And he is across midfield, just right by the marker. That's not going to be good enough for a first down. And looking at the spot the officials are going to give him, it'll be about a foot short of the marker.
So third down and
But it is probably 2-down territory on
sure.
Kokomo's side of the field here. Just over a minute left to play here in the first quarter.
3rd down and 1 to go.
Well, that's the bonus with both teams having a running game, I guess. We're almost done with this first quarter.
Expect to see Gagnon inside handoff somewhere between the tackles right here. Been pretty effective running the ball so far this game. Smith in the shotgun. Gagnon behind, offset to the right just a little bit. Inside to Gagnon. There it is, and that's going to be a nice positive gain. He's across the 40.
Down to the 39-yard line. First down and 10 again.
Definitely the best drive of the game so far from McCutcheon.
Clock stopping for the movement of the chains.
First down, McCutcheon.
And we're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. McCutcheon threatening.
They turned it over as Barker was hit right as he threw the football. It was picked off.
You see the Mavs get the play call. Everyone checks their wristband. Is that the kind of action you hope Kokomo goes with?
I'm just used to seeing maybe like the running back or a receiver coming in and up the middle. Nope.
Gagnon
nice bounce
tries
outside.
To bounce.
Yeah.
That's going to be a nice open field tackle to Shai Stewart.
There's a nice little bounce outside right here. Boom.
Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down.
Play clock
Yeah, I was gonna say,
outweighs the game clock, so we'll see if McCutcheon just elects to take this one into the second.
If I'm McCutcheon, you haven't had a big offense this year.
They're probably going to try to draw Kokomo offsides right here. See, and that's going to be the case nearly.
Yeah.
The left end of Kokomo bit just a little bit, but nothing doing there. So that'll do it for the first quarter here at Walter Cross Field. Nothing to nothing, but McCutcheon's threatening right now. We'll bring you the second quarter. When we come back, you're watching Football Night on Fast Play Sports.
My father's father had 2 brothers and a sister. His older sister, Hazel, had married a man named Jim Yunker, and he was involved in the bottling business early on, as early as 1906 in Indianapolis, and he sold flavors. He would have had grape, cream soda, blood orange, ginger ale. In 1915, he got the franchise for Coca-Cola in Indianapolis. So then we fast forward 20 years later to 1935, Jim Yunker approached my grandfather and his 2 brothers and said the franchises in Kokomo, Logansport, and Peru are available for sale, and you guys want this. Trust me, you want to get into Coca-Cola business.
Welcome back to Walter Cross Field, a beautiful Friday night here in Kokomo, Indiana. The Cats and the Mavs taking each other in the second week of the North Central Conference football schedule. 0-0 after 1 quarter of play. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn. And taking a look at the first quarter stats, Justin, what sticks out to you the most?
Well, I mean, if you look at time of possession, I mean, McCutcheon actually held it longer than Kokomo. Kokomo has the, I mean, there was equals could be other than really that time of possession. 3 first downs, 2 first downs, 8 for 15 rushing, 7 for 14 Kokomo. I mean, it was pretty even, really. I mean, you have that interception is the biggest thing, I think, that is factored in this game so far.
Kokomo had a lot of momentum before Barker was hitting the backfield. That's going to be a bad snap and
good for Kokomo right now.
I don't know if you count that as a sack or not. We'll see when
I don't know.
Terry Downham and his stack crew. And special thanks to Terry Downham and his stack crew, Justin. I mean, how spoiled are we here in Kokomo to have access to instant stats during a game?
Hey, and how about for Fast Play Sports, we've got instant replay right here from Kokomo Coca-Cola. Refresh, replay.
Let's go ahead and recognize
you can't get any better than that. I mean, between the stats here at Kokomo, the facilities at Kokomo, and then being able to even stream this game. Like I said, I was in Florida last week watching Kokomo and Marion. You know, you can't get better than that.
3rd down, 9 to go. Smith takes the shotgun snap. Passes up.
Garcia's
wide. Nice ball delivered over the shoulder. Garcia catches it for a first down. And McCutcheon inside the red zone for the first time today.
This momentum has definitely changed. That interception from earlier is definitely, look at that. Boom.
That's
right
just
on the money.
Perfectly delivered ball right there from Smith.
Wow.
First down, McCutcheon from the 15.
Garcia making a case to be the NCC's leading receiver after today. Came into this game, number 2. 121 yards total through the air. He's got a few today already. Gagnon out to Smith's right. Handoff goes to Gagnon inside, but a slew of Kokomo defenders right there to stuff the hole.
Oh, they blew it dead.
Gagnon, the ball carrier.
11 minutes to play here in the first half at Walter Cross Field.
Was that a plethora?
It was a plethora of blue jerseys.
2 on the play. Second down.
This Kokomo defensive line, they are good. And they've got some young talent out there, Justin. I expect this defensively, Austin Colby is a defensive mind. Played quarterback, played a little quarterback for Kokomo, but he was always a defensive mind. I believe his father, Brett Colby, is the one calling the offense.
I say this all the time. Offense gets the glory, defense wins the game.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Gagnon inside. And that's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 6 or 7.
And that was a huge 3rd down play in that pass, man. Here's another 3rd down. And you know, the thing I noticed, the running play, Kokomo's defense was all over it. The passing play, he had, I forgot his name, McCutcheon's quarterback here, Ethan. He had all kinds of time to pass the ball. So, you got to put more pressure on.
Oh. It's going to be a timeout called. Wildcats take it. So we'll step away real quick, pay some bills. We'll see if McCutcheon can convert when we come back here on Football Night, presented by FastPlaySports.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Back live, Walter Cross Field in Kokomo, Indiana. You're watching Football Night here on Fast Play Sports. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go. McCutcheon inside the red zone. Kokomo looking to stop the Mavs. Really done a good job of stopping the run game today. It's been one pass play that's really put Kokomo in a bad spot.
Yeah, well, two big pass plays. One right there at the end of the first quarter, and then that big play here, to start the second. So, defensively, the passing game, they definitely need to put more pressure on the quarterback.
See head coach Austin Colby talking to his defense.
Tell you what, though, this could be.
And what a beautiful night for football, man.
It's perfect.
This is perfect right now.
I'd love to be golfing right now, but this is, you can't ask for more. Beautiful field. I wish I got to play on this turf. It was all grass when we took the field here at Walter Cross.
Are they going to pass on this one? They did the last 3rd down.
Smith in the shotgun.
It looks like they
going out to his right. Gagnon blocking. Pass low, and it's going to bounce off the turf. No good. Now, this does bring up a field goal opportunity. McCutcheon has attempted 2 field goals on the year, and they have made one. It was a 35-yarder against West Lafayette. The only points they put up on the board against West Lafayette. But a 34-yard field goal, that's not bad at the high school level. And it's going to be number 84 out there attempting the field goal. That's A.J. Stone. 6'1", 155-pound freshman.
And that's the one freshman on their team.
Snap is down, kick is up, and it's going to be barely good. Yeah. I think that one snuck in.
Wow.
Maybe 2 yards.
Field goal attempt.
Difference between the crossbar and that ball going in. What a kick. So that breaks the ice here at Walter Cross. McCutcheon 3, Kokomo nothing.
From the Creative Financial Center, our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
You're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of IHSAA TV in the IHSAA Champions Network. I'm Devin Schott alongside Jimbo Rail. We got a 3-0.
I'm Justin Hahn.
Did I say I'm Justin Hahn?
No, you said Jimbo
You
Rail.
said Jim. I said Jimbo Rail. I'm sorry, Justin.
That's all right. Here,
I'm Devin.
Here, I'll
Justin.
talk like this. I'll just say Juddy because I know Jimbo pretty well.
9:32 left to play here in the first half. McCutcheon coming off a field goal that barely scraped by. There we are. He looks a lot better than Jimbo, I'll say that.
Sure.
Field goal opportunity for McCutcheon, barely going across the crossbar. I mean, maybe a couple feet. It looked like it wasn't. It didn't have the distance, but it snuck in.
Yeah, and you know, Kokomo's. I mean, you don't want them obviously to score, but you got to be happy they got a field goal out of that because they held the ball the last 4 minutes of the first quarter and the first. Almost 4 minutes or 3 minutes of the second. Oh, we got a little
kick fielded by Tashai Stewart. They're going to fake handoff right there. Tashai Stewart has a seat.
He's got some space. Oh.
He's going to be finally brought down right along midfield. Call it about the 49. That's going to be a horse collar tackle. Tack on 15 yards right there. Kokomo starting in a good position to start at 9:22 left to play in the first half.
A little hide and seek there with that.
No, don't go to us. Let's watch the replay. Take another look at this. Watch how they just bring 3 guys together. They're going to hide the football. Looks like what's attempting to be a reverse.
3, yeah.
And it's one tackle right there. If Tashai Stewart gets brought down right there, that looks like a silly play. But 21 doing a good job of breaking away.
And putting them in great position. Now, they've got to do what they just did the first time. The only thing is you got to make sure you protect the ball when you throw the pass. And really not protect the ball. You got to protect the quarterback. Because that was the only bad thing that happened in that series was he got pressured twice. He was hit once and sacked that one time. And I mean those are the things you've got to fix this time around. But the offense should be well rested. It's been a while.
That is true. 11 guys in the box. Double tight wing T offense for the Cats. That one's going to be a pitch to Ples Lawrence.
And he's got
some good yards right there, and that's going to be just short of the first down. But that is what Kokomo has to do on first down. It's great to see Ples doing a good job on first down so far this game.
Yeah, and that's exactly how Ples was running against Plymouth, and really that's how he was running against Marion last week. He was running really well against Marion. The problem was he just coughed up the ball too many times. So he just needs to hang on to that ball. Hang on to that ball and keep doing what you've been doing.
Noah Smalley is just a huge body on this Kokomo offensive line, playing right tight end. There's Ples Lawrence again,
and
coming right off
Smalley. Yeah, exactly.
Behind, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. So Kokomo marching down the field after a weird return, tacked on with 15-yard horse collar tackle.
Well, I can say this because I know he'll watch it later, but you know, at least Noah's a lot faster than his dad is. That's for sure.
Ryan's listening to you right now.
I'm sure he is. Yeah. He was our center though, so that's the most important spot out there. So
Barker under center. That's going to be Torian Smith in motion. And the ball is coughed up, and Torian Smith jumps back on it. But the Cats are going to lose about 5 yards on that first down.
There was those
mental mistakes.
Miscommunication there.
That's it. It seems like that's been the story
he tried to
so far this season. Kokomo does a lot of good things. They're doing things well, moving the ball, and then something happens.
Barker pitched a little bit behind him, and Torian tried to one-hand grab it, you know. Kind of a mistake on both sides.
I think that play's designed. Torian's supposed to get a little bit deeper, and he kind of went across the backfield a little too much. Ples Lawrence in motion here. Cats trying to draw the Mavs off sides. Nothing doing. 8:16 left to play here in the first half.
Looking for
Barker back to pass.
He's got him!
Smith, wide open, touchdown. Wildcats. Torian Smith right up the seam. Nobody around, and there is a flag on the play. We'll see.
I'm assuming it's a celebration. I don't know about that one. Did he throw the ball?
Take another look at Barker. That's a good ball for Barker. That's probably the best ball we've seen all season. Feet underneath him. Shoulders square, ready to throw.
And that penalty will be...
Touchdown is good. And they're going to say after the play, unsportsmanlike, and that'll probably be on Torian.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he did something with the ball. I don't know if he didn't throw it back to the ref. I don't know if he spiked it. I don't know what he did.
Hey,
but
let him play.
But
so I think they're going to elect to take the penalties onto the kickoff.
Yeah.
This was the difference in the game last week. Kokomo missing the point after touchdown, losing the game 7-6. I'm surprised Kokomo's still electing to kick the PAT.
Yeah. Well, they've got a great kicker. Borf is a good kicker, and he made quite a few. I think he's only missed maybe 2 this season.
Also a soccer player, correct?
Yeah.
Kicks up, and that is splitting the uprights. So after a great return from Tashai Stewart, a penalty, and a great pass from Barker to Smith, Kokomo leads 7-3. You're watching Football Night here on Fast Play Sports. Rest of the first half coming up after this.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome back to Walter Cross Field. 8 minutes and 8 seconds left to play in the first half. Kokomo capitalizing on great field position. A pass from Evan Barker to Torian Smith for a score. Cats leading 7-3 here on homecoming night.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to lose this game, do you? Homecoming.
Special thanks to CFD Financial. From financial advisors to banking, CFD is your one-stop place for all your financial needs. Find out more at creativefinancialdesigns.com. So Kokomo starting that last possession deep inside their own field position. McCutcheon,
on the 25,
probably should have scored in that attempt, but holding him to a field goal, Kokomo taking the lead. Kokomo kicking it high and short on their first kick of the game to start this one.
Yeah, I think you're going to see
McCutcheon does have a lethal returner in number 13 back there. He'll be at the bottom of your screen, Jaden Lawrence, averaging an NCC best 27 yards per attempt, and there it is again.
And he might have it. Oh! Did it go out?
Yeah, that's going to be a penalty.
Well, did he touch it? Or
I don't know. I don't see any hankies on the field.
Neither. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Flag on the play.
That was nearly caught in the air by Kokomo.
Yeah.
That was almost a just perfect product placement right there by Cole Borf.
No, that's no glory for the Cats here in special teams. I like it. Very aggressive.
Oh, they have a. Oh, yeah, that's what the call is. That's right. Yeah, they had a. Yeah, that couldn't have almost played out any better, really. I thought maybe he had touched it and.
After the penalty, McCutcheon gets the ball, 1st and 10 on the 42.
Yeah, that's what they call that when they kick it out of bounds, a false start. It's 5-yard. Or they could elect for them to have a kick it, but heck, when you're on the 42-yard line
side of the field, just go ahead and take it. Handoff inside to Gagnon and brought down immediately by number 34 of the Wildcats.
Dakota, man, that's Dakota Gunter right there.
Dakota Gunter.
Gagnon the ball carrier.
He's another sophomore, man. I'm telling you.
6'4".
Yeah, he's a big boy.
265. That's size. 7:45 left to play here in the first half. 2nd down and 11 coming up for the Mavs, getting the signal from the sideline. Handoff goes to Gagnon inside.
Oh, he's got some.
Finds a small seam, gains about 4 yards before being brought down. So 3rd and long coming up for the Mavs, and another opportunity for Kokomo to just stop this McCutcheon team.
Yeah, when Kokomo starts feeling it, I know you weren't here for the Plymouth game, but I'm telling you, when they were playing well and they looked good, it was fun to watch, really fun to watch. And you could tell they were having fun. And that, to me, is the big difference I'm seeing right now with them offensively and then this first, few plays on defense.
Likely a passing opportunity here for the Mavs. We'll see how the Kokomo secondary steps up. Garcia's
and their line. They've got to put some pressure on him. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, nearly picked off right there by Tashai Stewart, and he would have walked into the end zone from 60 yards away had he got his hands on that a little bit better.
Looking up by number 21, Tashai Stewart. 4th and 8, McCutcheon.
So here goes another punt, and their first punt did not fare very well. We'll see. The first punt they had was a bad snap, so we'll see if they fix that. Better snap.
Punt for McCutcheon.
Oh,
that's
much
going to be
better.
a nice punt.
Probably. Oh!
And you can see the
they could have gotten
disappointment right there. Number 60 for McCutcheon. That's Colby Borders. He had the positioning. He was going to be heels on the end.
They could have pinned him within possibly the 1 yard line. I mean, it was
still great platform. McCutcheon putting Kokomo deep inside its own territory. 6:37 to play in the first half.
And with 6.5 minutes left, Kokomo could literally march this ball down the field and take the entire rest of this quarter
1st and 10 Kokomo
and finish with some points.
Double tight set for the Wildcats. Barker under center. Smith and Lawrence at the wing backs. And that's going to be a bad pitch again, almost a safety.
Good thing
Barker recovering it at the 1 yard line.
I tell you, I bet that McCutcheon number 60 is really mad now that he didn't get that ball pinned down on the 1.
So Kokomo just looking for some breathing room here.
This actually played out better for McCutcheon. Now they've got down within the 2 yard line, and
I don't trust high school punters or long snappers to do the right thing right here. I mean, there's only 6 yards of field to work with. Everything packed in tight. I think you got to give it to the fullback here and just give yourself some room to breathe.
But you might see
they're going to roll out for a pass.
Yep.
Smith catches it. Got some room, and he picks up about 5 or 6 yards. It'll bring down 3rd and 9 or 8 waiting on the official spot.
And that was a good call. I think if you run that back there, I mean, you're running that risk of the safety. And most likely after those first 2 passes he threw, I'm sure the offensive line was chewed out for a little bit.
Do you think they go with another pass?
No. I think you're going to see Plez. Pitch to Plez right over here on this right side. Boom.
You called it outside handoff.
Oh, what'd they call?
A false start on Kokomo. Some mental mistakes just kind of inhibiting Kokomo from putting together a nice drive. 2 drives now. The penalties have just kind of killed it.
Yep.
And you expect it, though. This is a young squad. We're going to see a lot of these faces for the years to come for this Kokomo team.
Now you might see the pass. And you saw Spear go in there. Don't be surprised if Barker doesn't throw a little out to Spear.
To the southwest corner of the stadium.
Kokomo still electing the double tight wing T offense.
To the southwest corner of the stadium. Thank you.
And they're just going to hand off to Spear inside, try to give their punter a little room.
Oh,
flag flies.
Who's that on?
If that's a 15-yarder on McCutcheon, that's going to be huge for the Wildcats. We'll see what the officials call. They're talking about it now at the middle of your screen.
Man, that's a big call right there.
And they're pointing at Kokomo. So they're talking to Kokomo's captain. It looks like it's going to go on McCutcheon.
Yep.
Face mask. Now there's 2 varieties of the face mask. We'll see which one they...
Let's see.
There is a 5-yard variety and a 15-yard variety. We'll see which one they have chosen.
McCutcheon will not be happy if this is the 15.
He looks like he's getting ready to mark some yards off, though.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and that'll be a first down for the Wildcats. A big break for the Wildcats. After a few mental mistakes hurt themselves, McCutcheon makes one, and the Wildcats are moving the ball. 4:30 left to play here in the first half.
Boy, I couldn't be coaching McCutcheon right now. I'd be kicked out, I'm sure.
Pitch
nice
to
pitch.
Les Lawrence.
And he's holding on to that ball. That's good.
Gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, you know, Kokomo's got this. This is a point in time you were just given a gift. You don't want it to blow this opportunity.
Got to capitalize in a situation like this. And you said it. They're going to continue to run the ball and try to run the rest of this clock out. They're going to get the ball to start the second half.
And
so the last thing you want to do is give McCutcheon even an opportunity to put more points on the board.
After watching Boris PAT,
spear, nothing doing there.
Yeah. After watching his point after kick, he had distance on that thing. You know, if they can get down here and get in a good position, you might see a field goal.
Where do you trust him from? Where do you draw the line?
Dude, that one,
I'd say 35 yards.
That one he kicked at least 30. That one he kicked at least 30.
Kokomo's had some good kickers in the past. You think guys like Biz Jack, Shockley, all soccer players. Trying to draw them off sides. McCutcheon doing a good job. Not falling for it. It's going to be Smith in motion and a false start on Kokomo. They'll back it up 5.
I remember when Colby first brought Coach Brett Colby brought this offense to Kokomo. It was one that nobody had really ever seen before, especially in Indiana. And I know there were referees a lot discussing. My dad was a referee back at that time, and they were discussing, well, no, if this guy goes this way, then he doesn't have to get reset. And if this guy's doing it, and it was one of those that if you're not familiar with it, you may accidentally blow that whistle and where it
Brett always he did a good job of making sure he talked to the officials before every game, and he made them aware, you know, these are the rules, and this is how you should interpret these rules. Barker in
another.
That one's going to go against McCutcheon. So after backing up 5 yards, Kokomo gets 5 back.
Again. Oh, another false start.
So Kokomo goes from a manageable third down, backs up 5 yards, backs up 5 more yards. Now it's third down and 15 to go. And this is what do you do here, Justin? You got 2:43 left to play in the first half. If you air it out, you stop the clock.
I would go back to that pass they scored the touchdown on because Smith was wide open down the middle, and you don't necessarily have to have him in that position. You could do it with somebody else.
Timeout called by McCutcheon. We'll step away real quick and bring you this third down when we come back here on Football Night. You're watching Fast Play Sports.
Kokomo's making up for just one penalty.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
Third down and 15 for the to play here in the first half at Walter Cross Field. Barker in the shotgun, another penalty.
One?
Flag on the play.
And they're going to call another false start on Kokomo. So that's going to make it third down and 20. Is that 4 consecutive penalties called on Kokomo?
Yeah.
For this Kokomo team,
Three. Yeah.
the first 3 weeks.
He's talking to him right now, telling him.
There's got to be some type of
Spotted on the
miscommunication.
I think
Is
so.
it happening with the motion? Is that
I
what's going
think
on?
it is, but I don't know. I wish in high school they would tell you which number and stuff like that, but you don't get that luxury. So
Third down and a mile. Barker takes the shotgun snap. Airs one out over the
He's
top.
got him. He's
Wayne
got him.
Scott.
He's got him.
Nice catch by Wayne Scott. Past midfield. Down across the 40-yard
That's
line.
who I talked
What a ball.
I'm telling you, I talked about him before the game. He was their big ball receiver last year. He was their big ball receiver last year, and I'm telling you, you throw it to Wayne Scott, it's being caught.
Just Wayne Scott getting behind the entire defense. Look at that ball from Barker.
Great throw. Look at that. Perfect.
That's a tight spiral, and, man, Wayne Scott's been the guy all season, the deep threat.
Last year he was. This year he missed the first game, and second game he wasn't even on the receiving as a receiver. But I'm telling you, that's Wayne Scott right there.
Kokomo
What a
staying
play.
with things a little more spread out than normal. That's Wayne Scott at the top half. Ples Lawrence
has got
gets
room.
some room. Cuts it back across
He's still
the
up.
middle. He's still
He's
going.
going around.
And one's
He's got
left
it.
to go. And Wayne Scott's out in front, and Ples Lawrence scores. That's 6 points for the Wildcats.
Wow.
What a play by Ples Lawrence. Justin, we talked about in the pregame, how good is he when he sees that cut back lane? And right there, he just abused it. How many tackles did he break
Oh my
on that
gosh,
play?
yeah, for sure. And that's it with Ples. He's one of those. He's fast enough and strong enough. You've got to hit him if you want to tackle him. And that was it. They didn't get. Here comes our Kokomo reflex replay. Look at that.
That spin move right before that
And you
stiff
got
arm
Wayne
was
Scott here. Did a good job of just getting in the way.
amazing. Ples Lawrence, what a run.
And that's something else. Talking about Wayne Scott, there at the end, a lot of guys would have tried to hit that defender and possibly got a penalty called.
Just put his body in front of him.
And he just did a
Didn't
good
even have
job
to
of
block
getting in there and
Boriff
there's that
up,
kick,
second
another one.
PAT
Look at
of the
that.
game. That's
You're
butter.
talking 30, 40 yards at 30, 35 yards.
The point after is good.
So Kokomo capitalizing after making 4 consecutive false starts.
I think they went 300 yards on a 100-yard field, I believe. I'm not sure on that. Just on that series.
We'll stay right here. 2:16 left to play in the first half. What a drive by the Wildcats.
Let's see here.
McCutcheon, 1 touchdown on the year so far. They've only got a field goal, but they've proved that they can move the ball with the passing game as well. Joshua Garcia has been just as effective as Wayne Scott has for the Wildcats.
McCutcheon, this has got to be deflating to them. I mean, you had them in the perfect position that you wanted right before the half. Kokomo's going to get the ball back. You got to remember.
What do you do here if you're Kokomo kicking the ball? I mean, Kokomo has elected to put McCutcheon in a very good spot of the field to start. Do you kick it deep now with 2 minutes?
I don't know. I don't know how good that returner is. I know you've talked about he's had some pretty big gains.
He's only had 3 returns on the year. He does average 27. So
I mean, that's pretty good. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it just depends on. If you can direct the ball to the right person, I say you kick it deep. But
the guy we're talking about, Jaden Lawrence, he's going to be on the bottom part of your screen. He's back deep. The other deep man, I can't
see his number.
See the number. Maybe 3.
And again, you can squib kick it right up the middle, keep it on the ground. Maybe it'll take some weird bounces and get your defense time to get down there.
Here's Boriff, and that one's a little bit deeper, but they're just kicking it to the second level.
I'm pretty sure his extra
fielded
points
plainly. He's moving. Finally brought down right around the 45-yard line. So 2:10 for McCutcheon to work with. Will they score before the end of the first half? Kokomo's done a good job. I would put the bet on it. I would bet on that as well. I
think Kokomo's feeling it right now. I think offensively they're definitely feeling it, and as a defensive player, which obviously some of these guys do go both ways on the team. And here's the beauty of both of the guys going both ways. You don't, like Shane Spears out there right now, but he doesn't play all the time on defense and all the time on offense. Wayne Scott's out there right now. And, again, he doesn't do all the time on one and all the time on the other. So they're getting their breaks and they're getting chances.
These kids are going to be conditioned come sectional time.
Yeah. Do not throw to Shai Stewart's way. I'm telling you right now. If you throw to Shai, he's going to intercept it.
McCutcheon, a possible sectional opponent for the Wildcats. It's McCutcheon. Refresh me on the sectionals. They've changed so many times in the last 5 years, I can't even recall.
Yeah, I don't even know with football anymore. And heck, they changed from 3A one year to 4A the next. And
I think it's Kokomo, Westfield, McCutcheon.
Maybe Logan.
I
don't know if Logan's in there.
We'll figure it out. How about recognizing some of our sponsors? Gerald Orthodontics. Dr. Kevin Gerald's been serving the orthodontic needs of Kokomo and Logansport patients with personal attention to quality professional care for over 12 years. They've got 2 state-of-the-art facilities, and they offer free consultation. They're ahead of the curve. Find out more at geraldortho.com.
Actually, Western's ahead 16-0 over Benton Central in the first quarter.
Here we go.
McCutcheon on their own side of the field. Ethan Smith in the shotgun. We'll see how well Kokomo's DBs fare here. 2:10 left to play in the first half. Pass out to the right. That's going to be 13 making the catch for McCutcheon. Jaden Lawrence, the 6'3 junior.
Pass complete to number 13.
That's a big target. Keeps the clock rolling. Or did they give him out of bounds? So they stopped the clock. He made it out of bounds. Smart play by Lawrence.
Play, second down.
Just got to make a tackle. Make sure we're keeping, if possible, keeping them down. Got trips on the near side here.
And the guy in the middle of that triple formation is the leading receiver, Garcia.
All right. You got 2 minutes to.
Snaps a little high. Ball's thrown low. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. They go right back to Jaden Lawrence on that attempt.
They've had good luck with passing. I mean, they had that huge play. Look for them to maybe throw a couple here low like they have been right here short and in the middle of the field. And then, I'd run the play that worked earlier.
I think you just got to hand it off here and pick up the first down. The clock will stop to move the chains on a first down. It's just a matter of how quickly can you get the play in. And that's where I think McCutcheon benefits in comparison to Kokomo when you're sending a guy to the sideline to get that play call. And they do hand it off here. That'll be good enough for the first down.
He's still going.
Clock will stop while the chains move.
Brad Gagnon with the carry.
And that's not a bad call. I mean, get your first down. Now you got 4 more chances to.
First down, McCutcheon from the 45.
I'm telling you right now. I love Tashai. He's my guy. Don't throw it to him. He's gonna get it.
It's only about 10 seconds wasted by the Mavs getting the play call. Snap goes, and that's going to be a catch made by the Mavs. Nearly good enough for a first down. It's going to be number 9, Brody Fine, the 6'3 junior on the catch.
Pass complete to
number 9, Brody Fine.
I like to say that all night long. That's good. That's a huge play for Kokomo to keep that clock rolling.
Yeah.
Stopping them short of the first down.
Do they have any timeouts?
Trying to hurry.
Okay, McCutcheon has some timeouts.
Smith takes the snap, and that's going to be a completed pass.
Incomplete.
Oh, they're saying it hit the turf.
I thought it hit the ground, but I couldn't tell from I don't have my glasses on.
Cameron Little, the intended target on that.
Oh, another ref may have seen it differently, so.
Passing complete intended for Cameron.
But you know what? That's what the referees need to do. Talk to each other, and one ref has his back to it, and the other ref doesn't. And let's see.
It's an entirely different story this week in terms of penalties. Last week, I think there was 5 penalties called in the entire game. This one, I think we've seen 5 penalties in the last 2 minutes.
Well, Kokomo had 5 in a row, I think, for a minute.
It's going to be a false start on McCutcheon. Just over a minute to play in the first half. It's going to make it second down and 6.
Second down.
Yeah, those defensive backs just need to make sure they keep the guys in front of them. Let the clock run out. Don't let them score. And hit people if they're running the ball.
Pass caught, completed to Jaden Lawrence. And Shane Spears' helmet comes off. He's going to have to sit out a play, I believe, when that happens. And you can see Coach Austin Colby talking to the young sophomore.
Third down, McCutcheon from the 36.
Ethan Smith telegraphing Jaden Lawrence right now. I'm going to keep my eyes on the bottom of the screen. Noah Wayne Scott lined up in man coverage with Jaden Lawrence. Looking right, and that's going to be a completed pass. That's Brody Fine again, and they're having trouble bringing him down. Finally, 3 Cat defenders put him on the turf.
Well, who did you say had that big score, the big catch and score for them early in the season? Was it Fine?
That was Jaden. No.
Gain of 13 on the play.
Yeah, that was Garcia.
First down.
Oh, was that
no.
23.
I thought it was Fine.
Dang it, Justin, you put me on the spot here. Hold on. It's in my notes. I just got to go back and find it. I get so many papers put on my desk. Yeah, look at that. 4 Kokomo defenders needed.
That's why I thought maybe that was who it was. I couldn't remember.
No, Leighton McGovern Gibbs. That's who we were talking about. We haven't even called his name so far this game. He's not listed as the starter or even a second-string guy. So, but McCutcheon's doing a good job of dispersing the ball around. They're not really favoring one receiver. I mean, Ethan Smith's doing a good job. It seems like he's keying on guys early. He looks one way and he's going to go that way, but he knows his reads and he's getting it to the guys that are open. Be a long field goal attempt from here, but Bryce Butcher, like we said, he has made 2 field goals now on the season. Has one here, much shorter than where they sit right now. But if they can pick up 10 or 15 yards, you think that he might have an opportunity to put 3 more on the board if they can't march down the field and score.
Well, I mean, even if they can get it down to 5 seconds and go for it, you're not going to hurt anything.
I think McCutcheon's only got 1 timeout left, though. Smith in the shotgun.
You know, they're really spreading out that Kokomo defense and getting in those gaps. Right, there's a pass. He's got it in the middle.
On the inside out of the slot. And that's Cameron Little on the catch, and that puts McCutcheon just outside the 5-yard line with 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Clock stops while the chains reset.
And that,
first down,
you know, it's the good thing and the bad thing. You got Kokomo's defense; their safeties were back so far that leaves that open in the middle.
Kokomo's got to get a stop right here. Force McCutcheon to use that last time out, and that's a good job stuffing the run up the middle. Gagnon nowhere to go, and McCutcheon's going to have to burn that last time out. 14 seconds on the clock left here in the first half at Walter Cross Field. 14-3, Kokomo lead.
So you have really time for 2 passes. You have, if you run the ball, you're done with timeouts.
You can't run the ball in this situation. You just cannot.
You could pass if it doesn't. If it's incomplete, clock stop, and you can maybe do a run, but
15 seconds.
But
you also got to think, if you get brought down short of the goal line, it's second down and goal from here on out. So anything, if you're not getting out of bounds, that's going to be the end of the first half likely.
But I mean, so I mean, as a coach, man, you got so much to. You could throw 2 passes. You could throw a pass and still do a run to try to get the touchdown, or you have a kicker that can make a field goal. So now, what do you want? Do you want the points? Do you want no guts, no glory?
I expect Kokomo to run something like a cover 4. They're going to have to guard the end zone. I mean, I expect McCutcheon to attack the corners of the end zone right here. Watch the 2 guys wide on the bottom and the top of your screen. A fade route to the corner is probably the best call right here. It's the only thing that
they've done a good job
out of trouble in terms of keeping the clock away from killing it.
Yeah, they've done a good job of spreading out Kokomo's defense and just hitting those open gaps that spreading it out creates. So those safeties have got to step up and see those open spots.
I'm looking at the short side of the field here. Noah Wayne Scott lined up in man coverage on Jaden Lawrence. If I am Ethan Smith, that is my target right here with 15 seconds left. And there it is. Wayne Scott playing good defense, right?
Yeah, there was no
pass incomplete.
Pass interference or anything. I know
that's just better positioning right there.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure Lawrence wanted the pass interference, but yeah, there was nothing.
He was playing the defender the whole way. It's kind of sat down and said, this is my spot. You're not going to get here. That's exactly what he needed to do. 12 seconds left to play here in the first half. 3 guys out wide to the right for McCutcheon. Smith bringing the play call in.
So 3rd and goal to 6 now. We have trips right, 1 to the left. That's Lawrence again. Gadian is still in the backfield.
Smith looks
Oh,
right.
he's got him wide open.
Wide open. That's just an easy completion on an out route. Touchdown goes to Brody Fine.
Oh, that was fine, yeah.
Big time drive for
Touchdown.
Mighty fine, Brody.
So what do you do here? Do you make it a 4-point game with the PAT, or do you try to go for 2 and get yourself within a field goal before the end of the first half?
Why not?
I think you got to go for 2.
You have to go for 2 because even if you get your
PAT.
1, oh wow, even if you get the 1, you're still gonna need a touchdown to win. So if you don't get it,
Yeah.
maybe it's fake.
Interesting.
Maybe it's fake. Nope.
Holds good, kicks up, and it is good, and that'll make it 14-10 with 8 seconds. McCutcheon likely just going to squib one away. We'll stay right here and bring you that kickoff. Probably going to be the last play, and if it's not, Kokomo will just elect to kneel the ball, take it into the second half. This is when you send the hands team out.
Yeah, for sure. And you will watch. You'll see Wayne Scott. You'll see Stewart. You'll see it'll be their hands team.
Where's Isaac at? 400.
This is his first Friday on
Special thanks to Brian Kossel and his team at State Farm. They're here to help individuals manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Brian Kossel, State Farm, located at 2981 South Webster Street in Kokomo. Find out more at briankossel.com. Also, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo, proud supporter of Kokomo High School football. It's the heart of the mission to serve and refresh. Enjoy an ice-cold Coca-Cola, the perfect companion to tonight's game. Justin, I see you got a Diet Coke right there.
I do. Heck yeah. That's my drink.
That's your drink of choice.
Love my Diet Coke.
I go for
Coke
the
Zero.
old-fashioned.
I go for Coke
Go
Zero,
for regular Coke. I like the sugar. But I'll tell you what, cherry vanilla Coca-Cola, game changer.
You had vanilla to anything.
Try not to get any time off the clock.
Don't worry about any return yards at all.
If Brandon Bishop wants to bring me a case of that stuff, I'd accept it.
That's a nice kick right there.
Low line drive fielded cleanly by Ples Lawrence. He's going to try to put some points on the board here, but he's brought down by 3 McCutcheon defenders. 4 seconds left, and you got to think Kokomo's just going to go out and kneel the clock.
Kneel it, and you're going to get the ball right back when you come out.
Used to call this the victory formation.
Kickoff down on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Kokomo.
Do you miss the days when the Wildcats used to just beat teams 49-0?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was that score by half, and in the second half, you'd see no starters playing. Barker kneels it. Clock rolls to zeros, and that'll do it for the first half here at Walter Cross. Kokomo 14, McCutcheon 10. The Button Dodge halftime show coming up next. We'll break down the stats when we come back here on Football Night at Fast Play Sports.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
father's father had two brothers and a sister. His older sister, Hazel, had married a man named Jim Yunker, and he was involved in the bottling business early on, as early as 1906 in Indianapolis, and he sold flavors. He would have had grape, cream soda, blood orange, ginger ale. In 1915, he got the franchise for Coca-Cola in Indianapolis. So then we fast forward 20 years later to 1935, Jim Yunker approached my grandfather and his two brothers and said the franchises in Kokomo, Logansport, and Peru are available for sale, and you guys want this. Trust me, you want to get in Coca-Cola business.
Welcome back to Walter Cross Field. It's homecoming here at Kokomo High School. We're going to let the announcer take this away, and you guys can enjoy the homecoming festivities. They're going to announce the homecoming king and queen coming up.
Cameron is the daughter of Lindsay Titus and Eric Boone. Dakota is the son of Gene Odell. Representing the junior class, Princess Carly Trine and Prince Tashai Stewart. Carly is the daughter of Chris and Jen Trine. Tashai is the son of Candace and Brent Stewart. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the senior candidate for a homecoming king and queen. The first candidate is Stormy Blake, daughter of Emily and Nevin Blake. And her escort is king candidate Miles Lenore, son of Ebony and Anthony Lenore. The second candidate is Aaliyah Clark, daughter of Jennifer and Troy Clark. And her escort is king candidate Noah Wayne Scott, grandson of Janet Kuchalik. The third candidate is Olivia Hicks, daughter of Christy and Doc Hicks. And her escort is king candidate Bronson Smith, son of Anita and Brian Smith. And the fourth candidate is Mallory Nichols, daughter of Misty and J.P. Nichols. And her escort is king candidate Noah Smalley, son of Jennifer and Ryan Smalley. And now at this time, our 2019 Homecoming Queen candidate Shelby Wells and King candidate Chris Thomas will crown this year's Queen and King. The 2020 Kokomo High School Homecoming Queen and King are Mallory Nichols and Bronson Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 Homecoming Senior Court. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, your Kokomo High School dance team.
What's your name? I don't want to tell you the single thing. Drop the love, make it pop. I can do this all night, shorty. I don't want to stop. I need to go, girl. I need to go, girl. Go, girl. Go, 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 go. I need to go, girl. Go, 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 go. I shot the cool and you can't stand on you. Promise in the DJ booth, kicking with some long time. She my running back, there I'm the quarterback. Sitting down in Mexico, she bringing me the quarterback. Excuse me, miss, what's your name? I don't want to tell you this same old thing. Drop go, girl. Go, 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 go. I gotta go, girl. Go, 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 girl.
So for your Kokomo High School dance team.
Back to the Button Dodge halftime show. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn. And after one half of play, the Cats leading 14-10 here at Walter Cross Field. Justin, you're taking a look at the stat sheet.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay in your seats.
What's the most important thing?
Well, I mean, really, and the score reflects it. I mean, it's 14-10. I mean,
the U.S. Army.
Fairly equal as far. I mean, they both had 7 first downs. To me, a big difference I see here is the third down conversions. You've got McCutcheon with 6 of 9, and Kokomo with just 2 of 4. Yardage. I mean, Kokomo's only up by 30 yards. I mean, it's not much. Time of possession fairly even. McCutcheon's actually held the ball a little bit longer than Kokomo. The penalties, I think, is actually fairly equal. You got 4 penalties for McCutcheon for 47 yards and Kokomo 9 for 55. So, I mean, they've doubled them on penalties, but not on yardage. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, I don't know. I think coming back out after the half, you've got to have Kokomo running the ball a lot more and getting rid of those dumb penalties. The dumb penalties they were getting, the motion penalties, that was killing them.
Yeah, this is a McCutcheon team that doesn't average more than 100 yards passing or rushing so far on the season. 0-3 to start the year. But Ethan Smith, he's my lone positive mark for the McCutcheon Mavs team. 10 of 14 passing, 94 yards and a touchdown. Into the last drive right there before half with a short touchdown. This McCutcheon team is moving the rock well when it comes to passing the ball downfield. Josh Garcia, 34 yards. Brody Fine, 28 yards receiving. Jaden Lawrence, 14. Cameron Little's got 18. So, I mean, he's distributing the rock evenly throughout his core of receivers.
Well, yeah, for sure. And if you look at the total yardage, they've got almost 100 yards in receiving. So, and, I mean, when you look at the total points, they've matched in this first half their total for the season so far.
Noah Wayne Scott leading things on the receiving end for the Cats. He's got 1 catch for 45 yards, probably the biggest play of the game.
Oh, man.
So far, Evan Barker,
well, that's the difference in the game. I mean,
it is.
Truthfully, that's the difference in the game. I mean, if he doesn't make that catch and McCutcheon gets the ball down inside on Kokomo's side of the field, this may be 17-7.
And credit Evan Barker for throwing an absolute strike to Wayne Scott as he took the top off the defense right there. Ples Lawrence leading the way for the rushing side of things for Kokomo. 68 yards on 7 touches. Shane Spears got 4 touches for 13 yards. Defensively, to Shai Stewart, a guy you were huge on in the pregame. He's got 7 tackles already, 1 for loss. And, man, he's just having a day. Miles Lenore right behind him. He's got 5 tackles. Jaden Lee's got 3. Deshaun Coleman has 3 as well.
Yeah, Deshaun is actually a name we've said a lot in these first couple games, but tonight he's kind of had a quiet night, even though he's one of the leaders on defensively. It's been a quiet night for Deshaun.
He's going to have a good second half.
Yeah, I think so.
I think McCutcheon is going to continue to go with their bread and butter.
too.
They're going to try to continue to pick this Kokomo defense apart.
Yep.
So that secondary is going to have to show its will and keep McCutcheon from moving the ball down the field so quickly. They shouldn't have allowed McCutcheon to score late in that second half to end the second half right there. But, I mean, we'll just see. I'm really surprised that McCutcheon didn't go for two. They elected to kick a field goal and make it a 4-point game, which kind of...
Well, my only thought is... So here's my thought. It's if they miss the field goal, so they only have 9. So they're going to score a touchdown anyway. But if they kick the field goal and now they score again, now they're up by 3. So Kokomo has to at least kick a field goal, and their field goal game hasn't been strong yet this year. So, I think that may have been the thinking of it is let's get the points, and then if we come out here and get the ball back and score, we're up 17-14. We're up by a field goal instead of 16 to. So I don't know. That's my thought. It's but what do I know?
A.J. Stone started things for here at Walter Cross Field with a 28-yard field goal. Torian Smith, a 29-yard pass from Evan Barker to break things for Kokomo. Ples Lawrence had a 40-yard run for a score, and Brody Fine had a 6-yard pass touchdown to end the first half, essentially, for the Mavericks. 10-14 Wildcats lead. We've got about 2 minutes left until the start of the second half. Here on the Button Dodge Halftime Show, we'll bring you the entire second half, the rest of this game. When we come back, you're watching Football Night here on Fast Play Sports. I can itchy and stuff when I see it.
Do I hate worse than the camera?
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
My father's father had 2 brothers and a sister. His older sister, Hazel, had married a man named Jim Yunker, and he was involved in the bottling business early on, as early as 1906 in Indianapolis, and he sold flavors. He would have had grape, cream soda, blood orange, ginger ale. In 1915, he got the franchise for Coca-Cola in Indianapolis. So then we fast forward 20 years later to 1935, Jim Yunker approached my grandfather and his 2 brothers and said the franchises in Kokomo, Logansport, and Peru are available for sale, and you guys want this. Trust me, you want to get in the Coca-Cola business.
Welcome back to the Button Dodge Halftime Show. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn, and he's enjoying himself right now. What are you eating there, Justin?
Bruno's Pizza. They brought it up for us. Looks in my beard.
What flavor we got? That looks a little different.
It's like a barbecue chicken bacon ranch. That's what it is. Wow. Chicken bacon ranch pizza from Bruno's. They just opened up this week.
Where are they located?
I need to wash this down.
The old gingerbread house, right? Downtown on, what is that, Buckeye? On Jefferson. Bruno's Pizza. Special thanks to them for feeding us here at halftime.
Bruno's and
Bruno's Coca-Cola. The best combination we could ever imagine. It's 14-10. Wildcats leading here at halftime. It's been a fun game so far. I've enjoyed it a lot. What do you think is going to happen here in the second half, Justin?
Well, I mean, the second half could go exactly like the first half and kind of be back and forth, or I'm telling you, I keep feeling like Kokomo's going to break it open offensively. I just felt like tonight was a good night for them, and I think they have the opportunity that they can break it open. Plez is starting to feel a little bit. Obviously, the passing game's working pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I think it could really blow open here with the offense. But again, I mean, McCutcheon is playing the best they've played all season, and they're going to try to keep it close. And Kokomo's defense is going to have to hold up.
Kokomo will get the ball to start the second half, but you look at McCutcheon's record, you say 0-3. this team's not that good. They've played a couple 3A teams and got beat handedly. Well, first week they lost to 17-4 or 14-7, so not too bad. But then they play a West Lafayette team that's usually stacked year in and year out, and then playing Lafayette Jeff last week. So 0-3 might not be the best indicator of how good this McCutcheon Mavs team is.
They have the 18th toughest schedule in the state. The 18th, and Kokomo's like 146. Yeah, so exactly. I mean, if that tells you anything, the 18th toughest schedule in the state.
McCutcheon playing Logansport next week, followed by Tech, Harrison, Muncie Central, and Marion. Kokomo after 4 straight weeks at home. It's been nice. We haven't left Walter Cross Field, it seems like years. And here we are, week 4 of the high school season. It feels like it still has barely started. I can't believe we're almost halfway through the regular season. Cat's going to go to Lafayette Jeff next week, then to Anderson, then to Logansport before finally coming back here to Walter Cross Field October 9th against Harrison, and then wrapping things up for the regular season at Indianapolis Tech. Another 6A team. So 2 6A teams on this schedule for the Wildcats. They're leading 14-10 here at halftime. I think clock's going to add 3 more minutes. We'll stay right here. Well, our producer Rob Moss is having a fun time talking to us.
Well, I've got to say, my wife saw me with the Diet Coke and wanted me to say that Coke Zero is much better, and my boy Noah Herlock is who's a Kokomo stud out here on the football field is sitting at home watching, I guess, and so he needs a little bit of loving too. So, hey Noah, order a Bruno's pizza.
Well, you're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of IHSA TV in the IHSAA Champions Network. Special thanks to the City of Kokomo, a proud sponsor of Fast Play Sports. City of Kokomo is a beautiful town with a myriad of options and community events and activities, from free bike rental to the trails through the summer concert series. Kokomo offers something for the whole family. Find out more to do at thecityofkokomo.org. It's the weekend. What do you got planned?
Hang on, I'm finishing my Bruno's pizza.
Take your time. We've got 3 back deep for the Wildcats. It's going to be Coleman, Tashai Stewart, and Plez Lawrence in the middle.
And hey, those 3 guys are scary. You can't kick it to any one of those guys and be safe.
And it's going to be an onside kick. Nice job for 84 of Kokomo. That is a heads-up play.
That's DeAndre Kirby.
Yeah, Dre Kirby, 6 foot, 190-pound sophomore.
Listen to me when I tell you this. That kid is the most underrated athlete in Howard County.
Does he play any other sports?
Basketball. He is a stud on basketball. He's actually a great baseball player, too, but I think his concentration is going to be through football and basketball. But I'm telling you, he is the most underrated, because you got to look at the sophomore class. You've got Barker. You've got
a lot. I feel like every time I say someone's name,
exactly. And you've got Shane Spear, obviously. Patrick Hardiman is another one who played football last year that's not playing this year. He's concentrating on basketball and baseball. But that sophomore group are amazing. John Curl, that's another sophomore. Dakota Gunner, they're starting off going for the Grand
deep
Slam.
To Wayne Scott, and it's picked off. First play of the second half, picked off by McCutcheon. And he's finally brought down, crossing the 35, short of the 35. And that is not how you want to start things off if you're Kokomo. Kokomo electing to go to the little spread look.
You know what? I'm okay with
the double tight wing T, and there's Barker. And that ball's just coming out a little loose.
I'm okay with
a little bit short.
Here's the thing. If that pass is completed, we're up here cheering, calling both of them heroes.
That's true.
It wasn't completed, it was intercepted, but you look at where they're put. I mean, they're put in a. I mean, they have 70 yards to go, 65 yards to go to get a touchdown, and Kokomo's defense has been pretty solid with them, other than that last series.
Barker's second interception of the game. McCutcheon scoring on their last offensive drive, and they start things off here with a loss of about 5 yards. Great job, Kokomo, coming out defensively after basically giving away the ball instantaneously, forcing McCutcheon to a second down and very long.
Loss of 4.
We talked a lot in that Button Dodge halftime show. How will Kokomo answer McCutcheon's passing game? They've moved the ball down the field effectively so far. I think this game lies on the shoulders of Kokomo's DBs and safeties.
Yeah, I said the second half is going to be defensive for Kokomo.
Here's Smith going up the middle, and he's going to trip short of the original line. Going to bring up third down, and we'll call it 11 yards from here.
Gain of 3 on the play. Third and
this is a big defensive stop here for Kokomo.
And you said it best. I mean, you talked about how many times that this McCutcheon team has converted on third down.
6 of 9, I believe.
6 of 9. Yeah. That is a very good clip right there. We'll see if the Cats can step up and stop the Mavs. Force a punt.
Oh,
Smith rolling out to his right. He's got a man, number 6, right there, and he's going to be short of the first down.
He tried to go out. He just came back too far.
He's about a foot and a half short of that line to gain.
You know, he passed it and then came back.
A little short on that one. Just a little out of bounds. They're going to punt it.
10 on the play.
That's a tough call. I don't think I punt in this situation.
Yeah, I'd go for it.
If you look at the statistics of how many times you convert, yeah, they're gonna go for it, I think. But they do have a different quarterback in right now.
Well, look for it to go right up the middle.
Is that number 3, Leighton McGovern?
I believe that's who you talked about earlier.
Was that a direct snap? Was that a direct snap to one of the backs?
That ends their chance now. Now they're going to have to punt it.
Be a false start called on McCutcheon, back it up 5 yards, so that makes it a less manageable third down. And now we'll see the punter come out to the field now. That's Keaton Crum will be the one to boot it away for the Mavs.
37. Fourth down, McCutcheon in punt formation.
Deshaun Coleman to Shai Stewart back deep to return this punt for the Cats.
I'm trying really hard. I've got something for Keaton Crum, but I'll just say this was an old John Candy reference.
That punt's going to go out of bounds right at about the 30. No, they'll move it all the way up to the 41.
Okay, so, all right. So let's think about this. All right, less than 2 minutes have gone off the clock.
Punt goes out of bounds.
Let's just say Kokomo never threw that interception. They're about where they probably should have been had they kicked the ball all the way down and Kokomo ran a couple plays. And, I mean, at that point in time in the game, it was no harm, no foul. I love that they went for the dagger, to start off the.
I'm a huge,
yeah, me too.
A huge believer in just taking a shot on first down. That's
Absolutely.
A lot of times defenses try to cheat. That's when you send a lot of pressure, especially when you expect
when you
expect
like Kokomo's
90% run. I used to beg Brett Colby, hey, let's take a shot. Give me the seam. Here's Barker in shotgun, spreading things out a little bit for the Cats.
Here he goes. Let's see what happens.
Barker trying to find some room to run. He lowers his shoulder and absolutely runs over the defender. You don't see that a lot from the quarterback position. Not gaining much, but he does fall forward and put a little bit of punishment on it.
I'll tell you right now, Evan Barker is one of those that if he sees you, he's going to try to run you over. He's not going to try to get out of the way or anything like that. He is a tough-nosed kid.
That's a smart play. He looked downfield. Nobody was open. That is so much better than forcing a ball into tight coverage and possibly throwing your third interception of the game. Again, just a sophomore out there is number 4. Got a lot of time to grow with this Wildcat offense.
Sure. And look at who he has. All these other sophomores and juniors.
Barker out wide. It's going to be Shai Stewart taking the snap.
Here. Let's see what happens.
You got 3 to the left, and that's going to be a false start. I think it
might have been Barker,
Wayne Scott or Barker. Yeah, one of them.
It might have been Barker just because he's not used to being in that spot, but. Well, these false starts, I tell you.
There are so many penalties in this game.
Referees must live close.
We're moving fast, though. I mean, is this what time we got here? It's not my bedtime yet. I know that. 8:31. 9:20 left to play here in the third period.
And you know, a big difference between this year and last year,
I should say.
Yeah, between this year and last year is most of Kokomo's games went really fast last year because they were down by 35 points at half. And
same deal, same play. To Shai Stewart around the right side. He's got it. And that's a good gain, probably 6-7 yards.
Unfortunately, they were
going to bring up third down and long. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, they were backed up too far to. I mean, they're about where they started.
It's good to see Kokomo working on things.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure.
You run the double tight wing team. I think Brett Colby really, toward my junior senior year, he started to implement that spread offense. TJ Weir.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
hey, if you need anything from Button Dodge, give TJ a call. He'll hook you up with or get you to the right people.
I just saw him out there not that long ago.
Barker going back, and that's just a prayer.
Okay, that's
throwing it out of bounds. Nobody hurt there. It's a Shai Stewart leaping over the bleacher. And Kokomo's probably going to have to send the punt unit out, and that looks like it'll be the case.
Fourth down, Kokomo.
Yeah, when you have a quarterback like TJ Weir, you probably should start maybe spreading it out just a little bit. Let's see, if I remember right, TJ Weir was a quarterback on a championship team, maybe in a flag football. Is that right?
Are we talking the 1999 Pal Dolphins?
I believe so.
I was on that team.
I know it. I remember.
Nolan Sandberg, Casey Shipley.
Yep.
Legacy.
Did we have Philip Coons at that time, I believe?
I can't remember. That's so long
Philip
ago,
and then and Kyle.
How old were you when you were coaching that squad?
26, maybe.
Man, seems like a lifetime
25,
ago.
26. And I remember Quentin Brown from Western, his brother, I believe Kyle was on their team. And I can remember telling you guys, just run out of bounds. Just like we're up 60-6. Just get the ball and run out of bounds.
Punt down by number 6, Kamani Howard.
14-10, Kokomo lead. 8:38 left to play here in the third. Go ahead.
I do want to point out, I saw TJ one day at the store, and I pointed out to him as well that this is how great of a football coach I was, is I coached 2 Major League Baseball players. Between him and Sandberg.
Yep. Sandberg now doing his thing in the real estate world, as that's going to be Garcia going for a big chunk. That's going to be a gain of about 15, 16 yards, and that's going to be a first down for the Mavs.
Pass complete to Josh Garcia.
Josh Garcia having himself a day in the first half. He had 4 catches for 34 yards. That puts him about 50 yards through the air so far.
17 yards on the play. First down, McCutcheon from the 50.
17-yard gain, the official ruling. Play call coming in from the McCutcheon sideline. Everyone's got the wristbands on.
Yeah, I don't see their sign. Their sign now. They kept holding up the star and the trapezoid. Those are the only 2 I saw those. So I don't know if they have more plays than that.
Ganning around the right.
Nice tackle.
He's going to go off tackle and fall forward for a gain of about half a yard.
I think that might have been Gunter again. No, that was Lenore. Yep.
Gain of 1 on the play. Second down.
You know, Lenore was, I believe, Kokomo's leading tackler last year as well. And this year he's just picking right up where he left off.
14-10 good guys. 2 wide receivers to the far side.
Smith in the shotgun. Man in motion. Handoff inside again to Gagnon. Oh. And that's going to be a nice hit. It looked like Deshaun Coleman came up and laid a hit.
Yep. There you go.
You got to take that here. It's going to be a spot foul, 10 yards from that spot where the flag is. So it's going to make it about a second down and 16.
Oh, yeah, because it's 10.
Ooh, even more. Not very good at math.
I teach English.
Second down and a long way to go for McCutcheon. This is where Kokomo can.
I was actually
really
looking at the wrong marker. I was looking at the first marker, so I didn't see the second one. But yeah, I'm not very good at math.
Cameron Little at the bottom of your screen for the Mavs.
There's a pass. Let's see.
Smith looking that way.
Oh.
Nice job deflecting the pass by Deshaun
That was Coleman.
So after making a tackle on the last play, probably doesn't count because of the penalty, but he makes a nice effort here coming up, deflecting this pass. Take another look at the local refresh replay provided by Coca-Cola.
Intended for Brody's final.
And it's going to be third down and half a city block for McCutcheon. Good chance for Kokomo to force another punt.
Cameron Little will be the wide receiver here closest towards us. To the far side on that Garcia.
Noah Wayne Scott at the bottom of your screen. Keep your eyes on him for the Wildcats, number 11. Smith takes the snap. He's looking left, telegraphing that pass, but he finds his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. Finally brought down at the 25-yard line. That's number 13, Jaden Lawrence, with a huge play for the Mavs, and Kokomo has to eliminate those plays. McCutcheon on third down this game has just been phenomenal.
Wayne Scott had a good stop, but he's coming up a little gimpy there. He's
First down.
looks like he might have knocked the wind out of himself just diving in front of him.
I think these Kokomo DBs can really cheat on the eyes of Smith. I mean, Smith is looking at the receiver he wants the entire way.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, their defensive backfield has been pretty strong.
That's going to be a new quarterback. That's who we were talking about, Leighton McGovern.
Leighton McGovern with the
Coleman's helmet's going to come off. He's going to have to take a play off.
There's Kirby coming in.
84 coming in for him.
That's Kirby, yeah. That's the one I was talking about earlier.
gain of 12 on the play.
It's weird to see a DB wearing number 8.
I know, right?
I thought they're sending in a D lineman.
Yeah. Oh, ball's on the ground.
And it'll be a false start called on McCutcheon. So these penalties continue to just add up for each team. Both teams not doing themselves any favors when it comes to field position.
Yeah, it looks like they're going back to the regular offense here.
After the penalty, the ball spotted on the 18. First down.
First down and 15 for the Mavs.
First down and 15. A little bit further back. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right.
Here's Smith pitching it out to his left. That's Gagnon. Brought down after a short gain, almost to the original line of scrimmage. Just short. Second down and 11 coming up for the Mavs.
You know, it looks like McCutcheon's running back, so those types. The difference with them and, like, say, Plez is
3 on the play, second down.
they see a group of guys and they just go head first into them. They're going to try to run you over. Plez and Torian and those guys, they try to skirt around the defense as much as they can.
It's the 11th matchup between these two teams, and McCutcheon leading 7-3 all time. No team has won 3 in a row, but McCutcheon can do that with a win here tonight. Pass over the top, and it's going to be Wayne Scott trying to play D, and a touchdown is called. They say the foot was down. And let's take another look at the Coca-Cola local refresh replay when we get a chance. I mean, Wayne Scott was in the right spot. He just went over the top and grabbed it on him.
Number 13, Jaden Lawrence.
Here it is, Jaden Lawrence, the recipient of this touchdown. And he does have that foot in. Only 1 foot needed at the high school, also the college level. And he definitely had that right foot down on the red paint. Good for a score. And that gives McCutcheon its second lead of the game.
Well, one thing you have to be impressed by, 2 sophomore quarterbacks, and they both, when they've completed the passes, they're right on the money. PAT is good.
Point after, up and in, and that'll make it a 3-point game. McCutcheon leading in this one here at Walter Cross, 17-14. Kokomo gets the ball back when we return. You're watching Football Night on FastPlaySports.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. That will take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome back here to Football Night. part of Fast Play Sports. Cats giving up a touchdown, now trailing the Mavs 17-14, 5:37 left to play in the third quarter. Cats set to receive this one here. A lot of weird kickoffs we've had in this game so far. I'm Devin Schott with Justin Hahn.
Yeah, see,
do you think we see a deep kick for the first time this game?
They did the one time, and
I wouldn't call that deep. It was second level, wasn't it?
No, because Tashai got it, and they did their little dipsy doodle on it, and
so
picked up some good yards.
Yeah, the one time they do kick deep, they get burnt.
Yeah.
We'll see what the Mavs elect to do here. 97.
You might try to slide another.
Jury Grubb is the guy kicking. And they're going to kick it to the third level. It's going to be Tashai Stewart coming up to field it.
From the Creative Financial Center,
and
our financial advisors look for...
Loses a couple there. Not terrible field position for the Wildcats, but good job of McCutcheon of just getting some elevation on that ball, getting the ability to get downfield and stop before a guy like Tashai Stewart does any damage.
You know, I told myself if I could live my life over again, I'd learn to kick a football.
Oh, or long snap.
Yeah.
If I have a son any day, he will. I don't care what he does in any sport. He can do whatever he wants. But you a long snap, because that's a college scholarship waiting to happen.
Absolutely.
Everything packed in tight. 11 guys in the box. Pitch goes to Torian Smith, and that's going to be a good gain by Kokomo on first down. Nearly picks up the first down. He'll be about half a yard short of that marker. Clock will continue to roll, but that is what Kokomo needs to do. Can they capitalize and put together a drive? They haven't had one consistent drive where they have just marched down the field.
It's been ugly. When they look good, they look real good. You know, the one thing I didn't like about Torian that time, it looked like he was kind of carrying that ball out in his hand instead of tucking it in. And man, you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose a ball right now.
Here's Ples Lawrence trying to
find
another room and
hold, maybe a face mask. We'll see. Most likely a hold.
Maybe a hold on the Cats. It's generally what it is when he's coming
behind.
I can't see if that was on the kick out block or the double team, but
you know, when I
surely
refereed,
it wasn't on the double team. If you're holding on that, then eek, look out.
When I refereed, it had to be a legit hold because, man, honestly, these guys are holding every play. I mean, they're holding every play. It's got to be something that affects the outcome of the play.
Good offensive lineman hold. I was always told that.
It was. You
get it in tight enough, you can't even see it.
Yep.
It's hard to see, though. I mean, you're packed in foot-to-foot splits in this Kokomo offense. They're going to spread things out a little bit more here. When they do, they kind of extend those splits to maybe a foot. Timeout called by Kokomo. So Austin Colby, head coach of the Cats, will huddle up his offense and try to figure things out here.
You know, we've really seen Kokomo try a lot of different things this game.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's all about preparing for sectionals. No matter what happens in these regular season games, I mean, it's all about preparing for sectionals because NCC titles are cool and all. And, I mean, having an undefeated record or X amount of wins, a winning record's good. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it matters what you do in the tournament. Well, that is all.
Yeah, and I think a big complaint that a lot of people had, even when Kokomo was winning, when Brett Colby was coaching, was this offense, without the passing and without some of the other intricacies of it, was not meant to come back when you're down. And a lot of people would complain about that, and they said, well, if you get a lead on them, you're probably going to win. So it's great to see them working some of these spread offense and some passing and lining up in different formations, and even having the quarterback go out into a slot. You know, I mean, things like that. Other teams can't really prepare for just the running game.
It makes preparing a headache.
Exactly.
When you have to throw a lot of things at high school kids and say, be ready to see this.
Yep.
It's tough. We've got two out wide, wing back, and they're going to call, I think that's offsides.
Defense.
And that would have been a good time to just launch it downfield. It should have been blown dead. I mean, you can't. There's no live ball. I mean, that play wasn't even a real play. I think defensively, unless it's, I mean, that. I think offsides is you can't. You don't have a free play on this level. It's instantly blown dead.
It was a legal procedure on offense again. Another one. Man, these guys are calling it all the time. I would like to know what they're seeing because I'm not. I mean, Kokomo's not doing anything different than they've done the first 3 games of the season. It's almost like, I hate to say it, it's almost like these referees are like, hey, if they do this, I'm calling it every time, you know? Ooh.
Low snap, nearly bobbled.
Oh, Barker can keep this one.
Barker throws it behind the receiver. It was number 14, the intended target. That's that's Bronson Smith.
Homecoming king, by the way. He was named Homecoming King tonight.
Crowned.
Yeah.
Did you ever win Homecoming King?
No.
We got to put up a montage of your past
school
pictures of this year. Folks at home, if you have Instagram, you need to find Justin Hahn on Instagram and take a look at his, we'll call it the COVID-19 2020 photo. Unbelievable.
Well,
Third down and long for the Cats. What?
I had to improvise because I didn't get to do the one I really wanted because we weren't allowed to have visitors. He's
Wayne Scott not open, throws it to 2 defenders.
Good.
Picked off. Number 19, Brendan Perry coming up with a pick for McCutcheon right there. The third pick.
There's a 15-yarder. I don't know who it's on.
We'll see.
It may be on Wayne Scott. I would assume it's on McCutcheon, but
it could have been a verbal thing.
But Wayne Scott, I've had Wayne Scott in class before. He's a great athlete, but he does have a temper.
And that'll be a bonehead mistake because you think about where McCutcheon's going to. No, it's on McCutcheon.
Okay,
so.
I figured it was probably on McCutcheon, and you know what? I want to applaud Wayne Scott for keeping his cool because I'm telling you, he's the kind that if those guys get in his face and say something, he's going to say something right back to him. And for him to keep his cool and not even have offsetting penalties is great.
Kokomo's kind of benefited in a lot of ways after making mistakes.
Yeah.
So nearly starting on Kokomo's side of the field. The penalty will push McCutcheon back to their own side of the field. 4:14 left to play in the third quarter. Kokomo trailing by 3. Cats need a big stop here. Allowing a touchdown will put the Cats in a not a devastating spot, but it'll be a bad spot considering how ineffective the offense has been so far in this second half.
Oh, they're
Ash
going deep.
goes
Oh, he's got
attack to. Is that Tashai? No, that's not Stewart.
That's
They tried to attack Jaden Lee.
Pass is incomplete.
Throwing it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Mavs.
They put Garcia there in motion to try to maybe draw you up with that little fake.
Intended for Cameron Little. 2nd down.
Wheel route that Smith underthrew by about 20 yards, it seemed like. Bringing up a 2nd and 10.
Well, we saw the first quarter, both teams really predominantly run the.
You know, I really thought Kokomo was going to open it up this second half. I think they kind of gone away from the bread and butter a little bit, but I like seeing
Garcia in motion and
flag on.
All right, maybe you can explain. I thought if they got back,
not in high school.
Not
You
in high school,
can't.
okay.
Yeah, once you cross it, it's done.
okay.
I don't even know if you can get back at the college level. In the NFL, you can definitely
On the 50. 2nd.
break that line, get back in time.
Yeah.
That's why you see offensive linemen jump because
Yeah.
that kills it right there and puts the penalty on the defense. NFL season kicking off last
Yeah.
night. What do you think? Who's your pick to win the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, I'm going with my boy. Are you kidding me? Go Bucks. I'm a Tampa Bay Gronkaneer now, man.
Hand off to Garcia around the left side.
Oh, nice hit.
Job.
That's
Deshaun
gotta be
Coleman
Deshaun, yeah.
coming up with a hit stick.
Wow.
He
And that saved the
flew
first
the ball
down.
right there. You got to think he's 15 yards off the line of scrimmage to close in and make that tackle after a short gain. That kid's got some wheels.
Freight train, man, and ended it.
Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd down, McCutcheon.
Watching two to break up plays.
You know, it's good to see him healthy, too, because he's had some injuries his freshman, sophomore years. He's a senior this year. It's great to see him back and playing. Hope to see him on the basketball court, too.
Short pass.
Oh, they got the first
caught It's Jaden Lawrence having a day so far. It seems like when they need a catch, Jaden Lawrence is the guy to go up and get it.
Yeah, and I tell you, they're picking on Kokomo's backfield, man. I don't know. I don't. To me, this may be the worst I've seen him look. I don't know what it is, but you've got to know where that first down marker is, and at least deflect the ball.
It's almost like they're playing soft.
Yeah, exactly. They're almost just playing, keeping everything in front of them. Yep.
Better than getting beat for a touchdown, I assume. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Mavs. Smith in the shotgun. Handoff.
Oh, nice.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that's
Miles
going to be Miles
Boy,
Lenore.
he saw that one coming.
All up in the backfield.
He was untouched, and he was in. Matter of fact, he might have had a problem of deciding which one to hit. They just handed the ball right at the right time. Man.
Can this defense string together a couple plays and force another punt for McCutcheon?
And let me tell you, Miles Lenore is one of the most mild-mannered, nicest kids you'll ever meet.
Those are the scariest guys on the football field.
Well, he's a great wrestler. Oh, we just had a penalty here. What do we got?
Flag on the play.
Too many men on the field.
So back-to-back negative plays here.
Kokomo's got to capitalize in a situation like this.
Well, and if we're going by what's happened so far, expect a 30-yard pass for a first down right here, because it seems like that's what's been going on. You push them back, and all of a sudden they just unload with a big play.
I've had my eyes on this Jaden Lawrence, Noah Wainscott matchup all night long. Anytime the big plays needed, I think that's who Smith's going to lean on. And look at him looking left or looking right.
There he is right there. Oh,
cuts it inside, decides to run a nice
keeper. That's a nice keeper.
He goes down. We'll credit 14 with that tackle. It's Bronson Smith. Smith wanted nothing. Ethan Smith, I should say. Smith versus Smith. Third down and forever.
You know,
if McCutcheon converts here, Justin, I'd say that it's just.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, and this is what I was just getting ready to say. I see Jaden Smith down here now, and now they don't. They have Jaden Lee on him. I'd like to see Tashai guarding Smith, because you know where it's going to go. But they have Garcia, too. Garcia, he gets a lot of yards after the catch.
Smith looks right, comes back left, and he's going to try to pick it up with his legs, and he's going to be brought down behind the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be about fourth down and 13.
Yep.
What do the Mavs draw up here? I think you punt it and pin Kokomo back and force. I don't see what's the benefit of going for it here.
Yeah, you can get Kokomo down within the 5-yard line possibly right here.
Keaton Crum back onto the field to boot this one away to Shai Stewart. Deshaun Coleman back deep for the Cats. I'd like to see a big return here. Crum.
Oh,
kicks
almost
that
blocked.
One deep. That's going to bounce into the end zone.
That's good for them. Here, look.
Right at the one.
Oh, and he catches it right there. That's what they want to do earlier. Man.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
That ball just took the perfect bounce.
And look, it was
doing a good job.
It was the same guy. It was number 60 right there. It was Colby Borders.
And that's a big guy, too. For him to be the guy downfield as the gunner making that catch, that's impressive.
6'6", 320.
Unbelievable.
But that's what he wanted down here on this end. And luckily, I'm sure he went back and told whoever it was that grabbed that last one, hey, next time, just let it go. I got it.
Kokomo back against the wall to start this drive. 99 yards to go. Can they do it?
They got 99.9 yards to go.
Minute left in the third quarter. Packing things in tight, double tight wing T offense. Barker under center to Shai Stewart is now in the game at wing back. He goes in motion. Now you got Ples Lawrence going on the right side. He's got a little bit, and that's a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. So
give some breathing room.
Move there for the Cats. Clock continues to roll.
So here I've got a quick story for you with refereeing. I was refereeing with my dad, a freshman game. No score the whole entire game. So they go into the overtime. And, they would go from the 10 to the to try to score. They couldn't score, both teams. So then we start them off at the 5-yard line to try to get them in. Neither team could score. So finally, he's got some room. Is he out?
He's going to gain maybe 1 or 2 yards. It's a manageable third down. We'll see what Austin Colby and the Cats draw up here.
So,
but it'd be huge to pick up this first down, take this into the fourth quarter.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. So my dad decides to put the ball on the goal line. And he said, whoever goes the furthest the other way.
You were making up rules.
Yeah, whoever goes the furthest the other way wins the game. And the first handoff was a 100-yard touchdown. They hadn't scored all game long.
Pitch off the left to Shai Stewart.
He gets the
first down, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
And
Cats will probably elect to just take this into the fourth with possession.
I kind of felt like this is how Kokomo would have come out in the second half, was just stick with the wing tee, get the yards, pound it down their throat, then open it up and go from there. So
first down, Kokomo.
I can guarantee you Colby's sitting there right now going, all right, boys, let's just go do this.
Yeah, Brett Colby and Austin Colby both waving the offense over to the sideline. That'll do it for the third quarter. Cats still trailing by 3, but they have the ball. We'll bring you the start of the fourth quarter when we come back here on Football Night, presented by FastPlaySports.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
We're back at Walter Cross Field. Cats trailing by 3. They have the ball. First down. Start of the fourth quarter now underway. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn. Cats in the double tight wing T offense. Justin, do you think they're going to stick with this type of look and try to punch this ball in, take the lead?
Man, I would keep pounding that ball down their throat, and then it seems like that's when those passes worked, especially in that first quarter.
We haven't seen. When's the last time we saw a pass out of the double tight wing T set?
Yeah, you haven't. So, yeah, I would keep kind of maybe pound it down their throat, and like I said, I mean, as long as they're gaining positive yards, if it's not broke, you don't fix it.
First down and 10 for Kokomo as they now go from left to right. Ball thrown 15-yard line.
Run to the right side. Ples Lawrence spins away, but fights hard for 2 yards. Was almost brought down for a loss.
I just got the stats here from after the third quarter. Big thing here, first downs, 12-8.
Gain of 2 on the play, second down.
That's big. And then you look at the passing yards, 176 passing yards. Kokomo had 0 in that third quarter.
Red zone chances and scores, 3 of 3 for McCutcheon. Kokomo 0 for 1. They've got a while to go until they get to the red zone. Stewart looking for some room.
He loses.
He's going to be brought down for a loss right around the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10 coming up for the Cats.
Excuse me. Sometimes you just got to be willing to take 1 yard or 1 yard loss.
And this is where Kokomo struggles. You force them to a third down and long.
Yep.
They got to ask themselves, do we stay in the double tight wing T? Do we spread things out?
Third down.
I assume they're probably going to go with the 2 wide look, 1 wing.
Flag on the play.
And what could that be? Sideline warning? Or they threw the flag, though. Or is it just a warning on the first?
Must be. So they're in the wing
things
T.
in tight, 11 people in the box. It's going going to be Lawrence in motion. It's
Oh,
going to
they
be a
got a little-
halfback pass. He's got his guy.
And he's got
Shai
a first
Stewart
down.
fighting for
Does
it.
he have a first
He's
down?
got it.
Yeah.
Huge play for the Cats.
Who threw that one, Ples?
Keeps this drive going. Ples Lawrence to Shai Stewart
From
for
the Creative
13
Financial
yards.
Center, our financial advisors look forward to serving.
There it is. Our Cook.
13 yards on the play. First down, Kokomo.
We'll see. Maybe we have it. Maybe we don't.
10:29 left to play in this game. Cats trailing by 3. Keeping things packed in tight. Foot-to-foot splits. And the ball is fumbled on the snap, but it looks like Barker fell back on it. Cats will keep it, but second down and 10 coming up. Not what you want when you've got a good length of the field to drive and you're down by 3.
No gain on the play, second down.
With 10 minutes to play in this one, Kokomo trailing 17 points.
Take his PEDs and they can't do anything now.
This
strong.
Spear remains the fullback.
Popeye looks skinny. Yeah.
Ples Lawrence in motion. Barker's going to drop back for the pass.
This was their touchdown.
That's
he was held. Yeah.
Deshaun Coleman gets the pass, brought down at the 39-yard line.
And he was held.
You said it. I saw it as well. He was held, but Coleman able to just absorb that contact and still catch the pass. Great pass from Barker. Watch him set his feet here. Just deliver a good ball over the top again. That's a few good balls from him all day. Deshaun Coleman just catching it in the breadbasket.
Sean went up and made some separation.
Coleman at one wing, Ples Lawrence at the other, Shane Spear at fullback. That pitch is going to go to Ples, and he's going to get a good chunk of yards on first down.
Protect
so
that
the
ball.
Cats are moving the rock with 9.5 minutes to play in the game here at Walter Cross.
Gain of 7.
Been a while since the Cats found themselves in the red zone.
Second down, Kokomo from the 32.
Wasted no time to get that play call in.
Now let's run some here. Yeah, there you go.
Keeping the ball with Ples Lawrence. And that, Justin, in the pregame we talked about the patience of Ples Lawrence. He didn't really have a lot week 1. He wanted to bounce things out immediately. Right there, he put his hand out, rode his offensive lineman for a gain of...
Yeah, and that's what he has to be okay with, getting 4 or 5 yards. And instead of, he wants to get the, 78-yard breakout.
Official timeout. Go ahead. We'll stay right here.
Yeah, and that's what he wants to do. But, I think you said it best a little bit ago when if you look at the 2 pass plays they just did there, it was out of that wing T. And so they were show and run, and they hit those passes. And what they've been doing is going spread and trying to pass the ball. So, great play calling by Austin Colby.
Pitch to Ples again.
There he goes.
Nice gain right there.
Excellent
He's
gain.
done a great job of protecting the football.
Yeah. See,
so
there
far
you
in this
go.
game.
Like I said, when he's on, he's on. Last week he had butter in his hands or
he's
something.
Fired up. You can see it right now in his body language. Feed the beast. I think Brett Colby right now sent a play call and continue to give it to Ples.
Yeah.
Coleman at one wing, Lawrence at the other, Shane Spear at fullback.
That's something else we haven't seen this whole game is Coleman being at the wing.
Same play. Power on the right side. Ples Lawrence again picking up positive yards right around the marker. That one may warrant a measurement. We'll see if the officials stop the clock and bring it out.
I think it's a little short. The marker's on the line, so.
Yeah, bad angle from here. Third down and about 1.5 feet to go.
Gain of 3 on the play. Third down.
I'd go right back to it. Actually, I'd get Shane Spear involved.
Well,
here.
It's almost like they're setting up. Now you fake it, you roll around the other side and maybe hit the tight end going out.
Have we seen counter at all this game? I don't think we have.
Number 10. Yeah.
Coleman, right side, and that's going to be a loss of a half a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
And that was payback. I don't care. That was payback for his hit on their guy.
Oh, man. Talking about scary situation right here if you're pulling for the Cats.
Yeah, and, they're going to go for it.
Loss of a yard on the play, 4th down.
That's 4th and 2 now.
Look for Kokomo to possibly take a timeout here.
Kokomo's leading rusher, Ples Lawrence. You see him on the bench right now. 2 trainers looking at him.
Yeah, they're taking their timeout.
Cat's going to call a timeout, try to draw something up.
Well, and they're going to buy some time
What do you think, though? It's a tough.
4th and 2.
I'm glad I'm not out there coaching because I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of a call here.
I mean, I don't say field goal, obviously, just because, you're talking
38 yard.
Yeah, 38-yard field goal. So, and you only have 2 yards to go for a first down. So if you can, it's the right play. And really, the play that Ples has been running has been working. They tried it with Coleman, and it just didn't work on that side. Like I said, I was surprised that maybe we didn't see a counter on that one and kind of catch him off guard. But, I'm telling Smalley and whoever the tackle is on that side, be ready to blow these guys at least 3 yards off the ball because we're coming right behind you, and we need to get these yards.
I know.
Got to try to draw them offside.
I think that's a big thing, and that's probably why the timeout was, hey, guys, we're going to hard count it.
Has McCutcheon jumped off in a situation where Kokomo's tried to go on too?
Well, there you see Smalley talking to the referees right now. I don't know what's they must have.
Man, Smalley just looks like a college athlete out there, doesn't he? Double tie wing T is the formation for the Cats. Pitching it to the left. Wide. Stewart gets the first down.
Yes.
Big play for the Cats. Keeps the drive alive just outside the 10-yard line. 7:38 left to play in this game. Can the Cats take the lead here?
And they did go on that opposite side that time, so.
Gain of 6 on the play. First down.
And a big breath of relief from the Kokomo fan side.
Yeah. And honestly, I think Tashai, because his last run, he lost about 6 or 7 yards down here.
Ples Lawrence and Deshaun Coleman, the wings. That pitch is going to go to Coleman. Ooh, good job getting up.
He picked up a couple extra. Yeah.
That is how that ball is supposed. That play is designed to be ran like that.
Yeah.
Take another look. This may not be a spectacular play, but watch how deep.
But watch, he gets hit.
He gets deep here, and then gets right back upfield.
Boom! There's the first hit, and then he gets about 5 yards, 4 yards after the first initial hit.
Second down.
That's a skinny kid that's laying some wood out there right now.
What? I don't know.
Ball nearly taken away. Handoff was to Shane Spear, but it looked like just some
I don't think he knew he was going to get it. Yeah.
It was almost simultaneous possession of a handoff.
It was. He almost handed it right off to the McCutcheon.
Third down and 6 yards to go. Kokomo keeping things tight. Barker pitching it to the right. It looks like a halfback pass, but Ples Lawrence has the room. Can he get it? At the pylon, they're going to call him out of bounds.
Yeah, he was out of bounds.
At the 1. I wanted to see him get airborne right there, lifted over the pylon, but you can see Ples Lawrence is favoring something in his lower half.
He ran about 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And was hit hard. It looks like he might have stepped out of bounds about the 3. Let's see here.
Watch him just hit a second gear, though. I think this is a halfback pass.
It did look
he
like
looks
the pass, but he doesn't see him.
Man, that's just speed.
It looks like
right
about
there.
right there.
Yeah.
About the 2 he stepped out.
Probably gave him a favorable spot, too, because I think they have him
It's on the
inside
2.
there.
Yeah, it's on the 2. Yeah. I can live with it.
Cats are going to have, there you go.
There's the Kokomo fans are getting loud, too.
Coleman goes inside. He's got the touchdown, and the Cats lead here late in the fourth quarter. Deshaun
Now let's keep our heads
with the score.
Keep our heads, hand the ball back to the ref, and let's not get a penalty here.
So a 3-point game
up a little.
Right now. The PAT, Borif on the field for the Cats. Take another look at Coleman's touchdown. That's a good block
That's
right there from,
too.
who is that, 14 of the Cats?
That's a Bronson Smith. Yeah.
That's a great block, one-on-one right there.
Homecoming king and maybe the game-winning block. I don't know. We'll see. We still have 6 minutes in this game.
Holds down, kicks up. Kick is good. A 4-point lead for the Wildcats. 5:44 left in the game. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Mavs going to get the ball back. Can the D of Kokomo step up and close this out? We'll find out. You're watching Football Night on Fast Play Sports.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
This is the Kokomo cheerleaders fight song.
Go Kokomo, go. 5:44 left to play in the game here at Walter Cross.
And by no means is it over. By no means is it over. I mean, you've got the bonus is a field goal isn't going to cut it. They've got to get in. So, Kokomo's defense has got to step up.
Let's see if penalties play any role in this possession. There is 9 penalties on McCutcheon for 88 yards through 3 quarters. I don't know what's happened so far total in the fourth, but 13 penalties for 80 yards against Kokomo. We're probably closing on 30 penalties in this game. That's nuts.
If I'm McCutcheon, here's what I'm doing. I'm spreading back out my offense, and I'm just picking those gaps right there through Kokomo's defense, because Kokomo's defensive backfield has been playing soft on them. They've been giving them space and letting them catch it underneath. So
the out route from the slot receiver has been open all day long. Be interesting to see if they'll just dink and donk their way downfield with 5:44 left to go. More than enough time to move the ball downfield. Cole Borif here to kick it. See what Kokomo does. Haven't kicked it deep yet today, and that's going to be another little pooch kick over the front line. It's going to be fielded by 40 of McCutcheon. That's Jaden Shackelford, and he'll gain a couple yards before being brought down, but I just don't like the call, Justin.
I don't either. I was just sitting here thinking, how do I work this?
You're better off just flying downfield and trying to stop him at least at the 30 or the 40 instead of just giving them the ball at the 50.
Yeah, you've probably given them 20 yards to start right here, but
McCutcheon takes over.
Again, it's one of those things. If Kokomo recovers the ball, you're a hero. It's just.
Kokomo in the 3-4 look. Smith in the shotgun for the Mavs. He's got Garcia in motion, hands it off on the end. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
51.
A huge play right there by Kokomo.
No, that's
57.
That's Lenore.
Miles Lenore.
I'm telling you,
Miles Lenore.
Lenore is an animal. I'm telling you. He's a really good wrestler as well.
Take another look from the
loss of 3 on the play.
Wrong play. We're going to go back to live action here. Second down and long for the Mavs. 5 minutes left to play in this game.
That was a huge tackle right there because Garcia can run.
Second and long, 5 minutes to play.
Smith looking right. Picked off! Picked off by Shane Spear, and he's running. He's downfield, spinning off a tackle, brought down right at the 30. Huge play by the Cats, and that may just be the nail in the coffin if Kokomo can convert with a score here. Unbelievable play right there by Shane. Even getting some yards, shaking off the tackle right there, tiptoeing across the sideline, spinning off the big fella.
Wow. What a
play by the young sophomore.
Kokomo takes
play of the game right there.
31. First and 10, Kokomo.
You know, Kokomo can really make a statement here, too, if they can get in there and score another touchdown.
You know what, Justin, I think we were talking about, I think I said that out route from the slot.
Yeah.
That 5 and out has been open all day. I think that was that route that Shane just
he was in the right place at the right time. Well, it looked like it was a short side of the field, and, you know, there wasn't much room, but.
Kokomo with the double tight wing tee. Tashai Stewart's one wing. Ples Lawrence the other.
What you don't want, if you're Kokomo, is you don't want to run 2 minutes off the clock and have to give the ball back.
Tyrese Tucker with.
You want to take as much time as you can and give them 1 minute, if anything. If you can't score, you want to give them a minute or less to try to chuck it down the field. So
yeah, picking up one first down is a huge benefit at this point in the game. 4:20 left to play in this game. And that's a good gain on first down. You pick up 3 yards every play in this offense, and that's going to be a first down.
Uh-oh.
Kids, yeah.
5 seconds on the play clock.
Pitch goes to the right side. It's on the ground. It's on the ground, and somehow, some way, Evan Barker scoops that up. That was just a funny bounce of the football. I can't believe he somehow came up with that football. Watch.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Thanks for the bouncy turf. Yeah.
Play recovered by Evan Barker.
That could have spelled trouble.
No gain out of play. Third down.
Third down and 6 to go for the Wildcats. Clock stopped at 3:43. Timeout by Kokomo.
Timeout Kokomo.
Usually going to need some assistance in the stands on the north side.
They're going to officially set the clock to 3:48. Cats leading by 4. Third down and 6 to go. Justin, what do you call here? You can run the ball, try to pick up the first, but at least knock a few seconds off the clock and then give it back to McCutcheon. Maybe, I don't think you kick a field goal from this deep. But
no, I think McCutcheon may be thinking pass. You could probably just maybe that halfback pass again. I don't know. I would either keep it on the ground and run it, or if you're going to do it, you got to do that little maybe halfback pass or something simple that. You know, really, I tell you, the other one is that the play they scored on in the first quarter. But they got it spread out right now. Barker's back in the no, you got Stewart back there. Look.
Stewart manning the quarterback position.
Yeah, it's
3 guys
run
to the
around
left,
that left
one
side.
wing to the right.
He's not going to pass it.
That's a ground ball fielded by Stewart, and that's going to be so close to the first down. I think he's going to be
a tad short,
a 6-inch mark away from the first down. They may even bring out the chin. Now that's going to be,
and he saved.
That's going to be short. But now it's 4th down. You got to go for it here.
Yeah.
No question about it.
Yeah, that was a. Tashai really made something out of nothing on that.
Terrible snap.
Yeah.
He fielded it like a shortstop and somehow picked up a.
And I don't know if that was just one of those kind of line up 3 guys to the left and go right, or if that was meant to go that way. Oh,
that's going to be a false start.
Huge.
Kokomo's left tight end. Just a mental mistake.
Yeah.
That's a tough.
Bronson's had a great game tonight, but that was a. They're going to go for.
This is when most mental mistakes are made.
Are they going to go for a field goal here?
They're sending Borif out on the field. Up 4. He can make it a 7-point game with this attempt here. How deep is this field goal exactly? The ball is
could it be a fake? Could it be a fake?
I remember Caleb Shockley hitting a 40-plus yarder in Carmel in 2007. Kokomo took the lead that day before they came back and got pummeled the next day. This is deep. Kick is up, and that's not even going to be close. Doesn't even make it to the end zone. So McCutcheon will take over with 2:47 left. They've got to put a ball in the end zone. So Kokomo's got a little breathing room in terms of field position, time on the clock, and considering that McCutcheon has to score a touchdown, the way this Cats defense is played in the second half, I think I like their chances, Justin.
I do too. And like I said, I mean, they picked him apart in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, and Kokomo's just got to be aware of that, and they've got to see where the guys are, and they've got to especially the line needs to put pressure on the quarterback and make sure he's just not having all day to throw the ball.
That's a new quarterback in there. That's McGovern, I believe. Around the right side, he's got 10 plus, probably 15 yards before he's brought down, so that'll stop the clock with...
Kokomo came up with the ball.
No way.
Let me see. Yeah. I think he stripped it. I think they stripped it.
Kokomo's football, the official ruling on the field.
Yeah, I didn't see who did it, but I think somebody stripped that ball. I know last week Miles Lenore did it, and I think he has the ball right now.
Unbelievable break for the Cats. Wow.
Yeah,
I need to see what happened. I was looking up at the clock. I heard the whistles blow, and then
I'm pretty sure Lenore, who took it out of the hands of the runner last week, I think he did it again tonight. Here it is, right here. Boom. There's Lenore. Yeah, he grabs it. Look,
Miles
look.
Lenore.
He grabs it and rips it out.
Big boy move right there.
Yeah.
Gets 2 hands on the football and says, "My cookies."
He grabbed the ball and took it out. And then there's a flag out there now. I think it might be on the McCutcheon bench because I bet they're not happy with the call. Yeah. You could see, thanks to that Coca-Cola refresh replay, Miles Lenore.
Speaking of that, let me take a drink.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mute my mic because I want you guys to hear this. This is refresh. Every time, crisp.
I'm interested to see what this call is. Let's see.
2:39 to knock off the clock. McCutcheon.
They still have all their timeouts.
All timeouts left.
All right, what do we got here? Unsportsmanlike. On McCutcheon, that's what I figured.
That's a 15-yard blessing right there for the Cats. So even if McCutcheon stops them on first, second, and third down here, burns every timeout, they've still got a lot of field to go with no time, no timeouts.
Wow. Yeah, you could see as McGovern came running through there that
what a weird
he just
thing to
grabbed
do
the
in
ball.
A situation where
But he did it last week in the fourth quarter. It was the same thing. It's like they just turned right into him. And
I think I put my trust in Smith and how his ability to pass the ball all game is just. I continue to.
I was shocked that they ran. I was shocked that they ran that at that point.
To Shai Stewart at the right wing. It looks like Ples Lawrence is at the left wing, and I can't see the fullback. It's going to be Ples Lawrence. Good job getting hit from behind, but maintaining possession of that football. And you can tell that he's been working on that. That seems like it's been a point.
I'm sure that was something they talked about this whole week.
Watch this here on the Coca-Cola replay. That contact's going to come in from behind, and he immediately puts that second hand on the football.
Yard on the play, second down.
Those are those little things that make the difference in the football game as we close in on 2 minutes left in this game. McCutcheon not burning a timeout.
Well, because and McCutcheon is maybe trying to strip the ball, so I would definitely be protecting that thing. Is this sideline? Man, I'll tell you.
If they've called it on the sideline, now you got to mark yards off, and here is the official
another
call.
Sportsmanlike on McCutcheon. Man,
so Kokomo could walk into a touchdown here with penalties.
I understand the frustration.
I don't know what the record is for the most penalties ever, penalty yardage, but we've got to be close. I mean, we're talking 200 yards of penalties marked off in this game.
After the penalty, Kokomo.
What a weird situation. Last week, 5 total penalties in the game. And a few of those, I mean, were just gimmies. So it's you eliminate those, and there's
Well, I've seen more false starts in this game tonight than I've seen all season, and I don't know. I don't know if Kokomo was just doing something different than they've done, or if these referees were just not sure what they were looking at. But
Shy Stewart in motion again.
Watch.
False start.
I'm telling you that I don't get it.
We'll have to talk to Austin Colby after this game and figure out who this is being called on. I'll tell you this right now. I played right tight end in this offense, and I would lean forward when that ball was snapped. Like before the snap, I was leaning forward, and it took like 2.5 years before a coach finally said, that guy's offside, or that guy's false starting because he's leaning forward. So I don't know. Maybe it's on the tight end. But it can't be on the motion. I mean, the motion's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems weird to me because it's not been called all season. Now all of a sudden it's every play. I like Kokomo's taking a long time here.
Pitch goes to Plez. Hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to fight hard for 1, maybe 2 yards.
Plez Lawrence with the carry.
It's going to be 2nd down and goal
Gain of 2 on
from outside the 10.
2nd down, Kokomo.
2nd down and goal from the 13, and McCutcheon burns it. 1:42 on the clock. We'll stay right here. Cats leading by 4. Surprise him with the pass and just punch it in and put the nail in the coffin? I wouldn't mind that play call.
I mean, well, Cook was in the driver's seat right now. At this point, I personally would just keep running the ball and run that clock. Use the timeouts and you know what?
This is where defenses get so aggressive because they're just looking to stop.
If McCutcheon gets the ball back, they've got 95 yards to go at least. You know,
that's true.
So just keep running as much time off the clock as you can, and let them burn their timeouts and give them. They get a Hail Mary pass, I guess. And
you're talking too conservative for me, Justin.
Yeah,
Come on.
hey.
Watch out.
It's all about that W. Especially when you had it handed to you last year from them. Yes. My gosh.
Flag on the play.
I just don't.
I don't want to nitpick or anything like that, but I think it's one of those deals where the
coach
somebody has come in.
Before.
Well, somebody has come in and said, yeah, exactly. Like the coach for them said, hey, look, watch every time they do this guy's doing this, and you need to call it. And they are. I mean, it's just it's weird to me that they've had this many false starts called in this game. I mean, probably more than they'll have all season. Good handoff.
Inside handoff. That was a face mask missed. So they see every false start in the world, but they don't see a face mask in the backfield. 1:38 left to play in the game. Tyrese Tucker was.
And I don't think he's ran the ball yet. I know he played fullback at least once, but I don't think he ran the ball yet tonight. Yeah, there's that face mask.
And that might be helmet too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's the next timeout for McCutcheon.
Is that their last one, or is that
no? They have
second
one more
timeout. So 1 timeout left for McCutcheon. 1:38.
This is clock management right here.
It is 4th down and goal to go from the 15.
Now you know what?
Now, you don't have to burn the timeout after
but
this play, but pass the ball.
Maybe I think now's the pass play,
or maybe just kick the field goal. Although I'd be so scary to see a kickoff right now.
Here's the thing: he's been Borif has been killing it on the extra points, and then on that field goal.
It's amazing what happens when you put yourself on a hash mark instead of center field. You know?
Yes, exactly. But no, man, I would love to see a little pass play here in the end zone and try to just seal the deal. Either way, they're going to have 85 yards to go.
Yeah, it's only third down now.
Okay.
Marker on the field was wrong. So there's Ples Lawrence around the right side.
Oh, and he gets some. He gets inside the 10.
Right inside the 10, right at the 10 is the official spot, and that's going to be the last timeout burned by McCutcheon. So now he's got fourth down and goal from the 10-yard line, a minute 31 left in the game. No timeouts for either team.
No, and they're going to have to air it out and air it to the sidelines because they're going to need to stop the clock, and they've used their timeouts out now. So
one thing we saw a lot last week was Barker rolling out to his left. And I know the wide side of the field's on the left right now, but I just don't want my sophomore quarterback rolling out to his left and looking for a pass here.
Right.
I think you go halfback pass on the short side, use Ples on the right pitch, or you maybe run that seam. We haven't seen that seam route yet since who was the recipient of Torian Smith on the touchdown in the first quarter.
Yep. Yeah, that would be a great play right now. And like I said, with the personnel that they have, you don't have to use Torian, so you can mix it up a little bit because all these guys out here are athletes and they can catch that ball. They just need to, I guess, did we see it with Coleman earlier when he caught that pass? That was a little bit of one. So
still 11 guys in the box. Barker just going to pitch it to hand it off.
He's got room. He's got room.
That's going to be a touchdown.
There. He's in.
Got the touchdown. That's going to be it tonight at Walter Cross Field. It's all but over here. The Cats are going to take this one home.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Win their second game of the season. What a play call.
Wow.
Nice blocking out ahead from Ples.
And I tell you, he had a wide open lane right there, and then he just had to get past that last guy, and he took a hit, but he did it. He got through there.
We talk about all the types of plays you can run, and they pull that out right there. I love it. Wide side of the field, great blocking around the edge. And here's Bora for another PAT try. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. He is nails for me. Extra point. Where was that last week?
Yeah. Well,
Cats might be have another victory in the common. It's nuts to think that was the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference
last week.
Wow.
28-17, 124 left in the game. The Cats, will they kick it deep now?
Yeah,
it's a good time to kick it deep.
Good win for the Cats. Way to fight back, had some adversity, responded well.
So Austin Colby will get his second win of the season here. Second win ever as a head coach of the Kokomo Wildcats.
Yep. And just so you know, I've been here for both of them on FastPlaySports.
I'm just glad I wasn't the poison that was preventing the Cats from winning.
We might have that replay of the touchdown for Tashai here on the refresh replay. There it is. Look at the block by Ples. Gets in the way. And you've got
that's just
Spear.
A good job of
right here. That was the one he had to get through, and bam, he got it.
That looked like a nonchalant block for Ples, but you know how easy it is to be called for a
He just had to get in the way. He just had to get in the way. The one I didn't like is my boy Shane, man. He could have put a hit on one of them boys out there and kind of lightened up a little bit, but
Worf on the field to kick it away for the Cats.
There are kids over here in the bleachers talking about going to the band room and entering because they know the doors are unlocked. So that's where some of them are headed now.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, those are smart kids. They are. There's going to be a rumble. They're going to the band room because they know the.
All right. So does he kick it long this time? I mean, I would just kick a grounder right up the middle and let it bounce around.
It looks like they're going to go deep left. Look at the setup here.
Yeah.
And a squib kick to the right side. Deshaun Coleman gunner. Deshaun Coleman.
Perfect.
Right,
look at
nice
that.
Job.
You can't ask for better than that for this last minute and 27 seconds.
Kick is down by number 29.
McCutcheon's got to convert, and then onside kick it and score again. Not going to happen in a minute, 21 seconds. No timeouts left for either team in this game.
No, and if I'm a defensive back right now, man, I'm slobbering because I'm like, dude,
this is where you just pad the stats.
Yeah. You know they're going long, so man, I might be able to get me an interception here. But you've got to play the open guys, man.
Smith back at the quarterback position. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left.
Put some pressure on him.
Nice pressure, you're right. And he's going to run that one out of bounds after a pickup of 3 yards. So nobody hurt there if you're a Wildcat fan.
Well, unless they have a 9-point play.
Gain of 3 on a play, second down.
Actually, a 10-point play, unless they don't have a 10-point play, because any extra points won't matter. All right, here he goes.
Smith looking for his guy, and that one's going to be off the hands. The intended target was, can't see, was that 13, Jaden Lawrence again, a guy that's been favored all day by Smith.
And I do have to address our producer, Rob, real quick, and just let him know 11-point play, because then the extra points going to have to count. So you might go for 2 on that one. Then it becomes 13 points.
Was that old Kobe Bryant game where he had the 8-pointer?
Yeah. That's what I said they should do with basketball, man. Put little spots out there like the Rock and Jock games they used to do with like a 7-point bucket.
He's got him caught.
He's got him.
It's going to be good enough for a first down. It was Cameron Little on the catch. Minute 1 left to play in the game.
I see those defensive backs need to look and see, and when they see he's got that time in the backfield, you need to go find somebody and get on him. They're still playing a little bit soft.
Even set here, 2 on each side.
He goes down the middle.
Over the top of the seam. That's a good catch right there, going up the grass.
Oh, he's got some room, look.
One man to beat, and it's Tashai Stewart finally bringing him down at the 25-yard line. Man, Lawrence, he's gone up and got that high ball a few times today.
Yeah, that was a great play. Great pass right in the middle. And Kokomo missed a few
here.
Yeah, Kokomo missed a few tackles.
Gain of 43 yards on a play, first down.
Boom.
Man, that's brave too.
Good hands.
Oh, it's a shy about. Got him to fumble the ball.
Clock rolling now, closing in on 40 seconds.
4 wide receivers, 2 on either side. Down to 40.
Clock's ticking. Here's Smith to his right.
Covers.
Shane Spear right there, forcing him out of bounds. They're going to call it a catch. Second down and 5 or 6 coming up. 32 on the clock. It is stopped.
Pass complete to Cameron Little. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down.
6 yards shy of total offensive total. Right on the 25. 32 seconds to play. 3 wideouts, 2 left, 1 right. Snap Smith.
Smith looks left.
He's got deep. He's got him.
Oh. And just off the hands.
That was a great
number
throw.
3, Leighton McGovern. Nearly bringing that one in for a score.
That was a great throw.
Passing complete.
That was delivered in a perfect spot.
Yeah, well, it really was. Yeah.
But just out of reach of the defense.
Pass 15 to 3.
Ethan Smith, man.
Here you see the replay.
He's gonna be good when he's a senior.
Right here. Boom, man.
McCutcheon.
Thank you, Coca-Cola, for that.
Ethan looks left, goes right.
Oh, he's got him.
Wayne Scott's there, but he's going to be bullied by Jaden Lawrence, getting the score. 21 seconds left in the game. That's going to make it a 5-point game. Now you have to go for 2.
Oh, you have to go for 2, and you're going to onside kick it. So.
Can't see who's down on the ground. Is it Kokomo or is it?
Yeah, it's a Kokomo player, I believe. Let's see here on the replay.
You can see they're surrounding him so much.
It's probably.
Yeah, it might be Wayne Scott. Came down on his knee.
Neck. It looked like maybe on his neck and shoulder.
He's moving.
See head coach Austin Colby going out there to check on his guy.
Now Coach Frawhider and Coach Colby are both out there in the end zone right now.
We're going to step away. We'll bring you the finale. Final kickoff of this game. When we come back, you're watching Football Night on Fast Play Sports. Welcome back to Walter Cross Field. 21 seconds left to play in the game. Cats lead by 5. McCutcheon out on the field, going for 2.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors.
3-point game with a conversion here. They've got an onside kick it, recover it, somehow score points with 21 seconds left. Not likely, but not over yet.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a false start. Back them up 5 yards. Not the time to make a mental mistake.
No.
Just watching the receiver and trying to make sure I get a number so I don't pay attention to anybody else until after.
That is now number 68th penalty of the contest.
Well, the first quarter moved really pretty quick, but then
it's past my bedtime.
Yeah,
I'm starting to yawn, and I'm trying to keep it off the microphone, so I apologize if you hear it.
These false starts have really drug out the last second, third, and fourth quarters.
I got an 8 o'clock tea time. I'm hurting tomorrow.
McCutcheon comes to the line here. Looks like the quarterback is going to be number 3 late in the gun. So
Well, he's going to run it in. As I was say, anytime he's touched the ball, he's running it. So
he's going to be brought up short. So no good on the
2-point conversion.
Now, if they can recover the onside kick, it gets really interesting.
You get a couple prayers.
23.
Not more than that, but if you're brought down inbound, I mean, no timeouts left for McCutcheon.
Well, let me tell you, you're going to see the hands team out there for sure right now.
I would expect to see 11 guys on the front.
Yeah.
Maybe on the front.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, you got to keep some guys deep in case they try the over-the-top pooch, but I would expect to see a couple extra guys on that front line.
Really, you could let them do it because you're either going to get a touchback or if it's inside, even if it's inside the 10, you take a knee. Game's over. There's no timeouts. I would. I'd line 11 guys up right in the front. Or, well, I'd probably do 6, go back about 10 yards and do 5.
I haven't seen all of our bullpen yet. Yeah, what's Lorenzo, man?
And you do that. That is definitely the hands team. I see Spear out there. I see Plez. I see Torian Smith. Jalen Cannon's out there. All right, this could be interesting. Let's see
which side of the field do you think they're working here?
I think right side, yeah.
Me too. More guys on the left, but the short side is the right side. And they kick it left. And that's going to be Torian Smith, fielded cleanly, and that'll do it.
Yep.
All the Cats need to do is successfully snap the ball one time and drop on a knee. Victory formation headed out for Kokomo.
Hard-fought win by the Cats.
What do you think?
No, definitely not.
Definitely a game you could have lost, much like last week. So,
you know, the encouraging thing for Kokomo right now is honestly they did not play well.
They did not. Well, neither team played well in terms of just penalties.
But Kokomo did not play well, and they're still going to finish with the victory. And you've got to love that, because they did have opportunities to lose this game, but they did not play well. Yeah, exactly.
Going down in the third quarter and still fighting back.
And they're going to need to fix these mistakes for next week.
McCutcheon.
That'll do it for us tonight. Kokomo winning 28-23 over McCutcheon for the first time in 3 years. The Cats victorious. Or actually, they played McCutcheon twice last year. So after 2 matchups, losing consecutively by a large margin, Austin Colby comes in, takes the reins, and takes OW against McCutcheon here. This is the first time McCutcheon's coach has lost at Walter Cross Field. We're going to step away for a commercial break and break down the final stats. When we return, you're watching Football Night on Fast Play.
Hello, welcome to Button Motors. How can I help you today? Great news. Looks like we found exactly what you've been looking for. Also comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, just like the rest of our vehicles. Now we'll take you in, get you pre-approved, and in and out of the finance office.
You got your service contract and your tire and wheel, so you'll be all set for the upcoming months ahead. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ride.
Summer clearance event, now at Button.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
My father's father had 2 brothers and a sister. His older sister, Hazel, had married a man named Jim Yunker, and he was involved in the bottling business early on, as early as 1906 in Indianapolis, and he sold flavors. He would have had grape, cream soda, blood orange, ginger ale. In 1915, he got the franchise for Coca-Cola in Indianapolis. So then we fast forward 20 years later to 1935, Jim Yunker approached my grandfather and his 2 brothers and said the franchises in Kokomo, Logansport, and Peru are available for sale, and you guys want this. Trust me, you want to get in the Coca-Cola business.
Welcome back to Football Night, part of FastPlaySports. Cats victorious here at Walter Cross Field, score of 28-23. I'm Devin Schott alongside Justin Hahn. Taking a look at the last stat sheet of the night. What sticks out to you most, Mr. Hahn?
Well, the big thing for me is Miles Lenore on defense, 13 tackles. He had that strip of the runner that really kind of helped Kokomo seal the deal.
Yep.
And also, another big thing is Evan Barker passed for 115 yards. But the big play to me was Ples Lawrence in that 12-yard halfback pass that really saved the day for Kokomo when things were not going well for him. It got him out of the hole and got him into the point where they could
consecutive
exactly
false starts.
4 consecutive false starts. So, I mean, speaking of which, Kokomo had 16 penalties. McCutcheon had 12 penalties. I mean, there was a lot of penalties called in. So that play right there with Ples and throwing that little halfback pass was a big, big play.
Well, Ples Lawrence rushing had 19 rushes for 118 yards, so great production from him. He added a touchdown. Shai Stewart added 6 touches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Evan Barker had 1 through the air, but I think he said it best. Miles Lenore, that kid is just
defense,
all
he was
over
all over
the place. He makes the difference on this Kokomo defense, that is for sure. It's going to be a while until Fast Play is back in action here at Walter Cross Field. Kokomo is going to be at Lafayette Jeff, at Anderson, at Logan Sport before October 9th will be the time that we're finally back against Harrison here. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff, and then the Cats will wrap things up for the regular season October 16th at Tech. So we'll take a few week break, and we'll see you when we come back. I'm Devin Schott for Justin Hahn and everybody here at Fast Play Sports. Thanks for watching.